everybody, and welcome to the McDonCast.
Number one podcast named McDonCast.
That's true. That's facts.
Uh-huh.
All right. We've got all kinds of news today. We got Batman news. We got Fortnite news, of course.
Of course.
As always.
Our weekly segment, Fortnite news.
We have business news, of course. We have
business news. That is a new section.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's part of the gaming news. It's just a separate tab. Well, technically, it's in all of them. We'll get to it.
It's because of our new template.
Mm-hmm.
Tucker made a new template for some reason, and so now it's separated.
Because I was bored in hell.
All right. Anyways,
How come gaming news doesn't get to be colored?
let's get into the news. Oh, guys, McDonald's says get our app. We should download it. Just kidding. I already have
We
it.
should get them
You've
to
been
follow us.
You
fooled.
download the app and it's like it opens up our podcast.
We hack into the McDonCast app.
I'm pretty sure we're like definitely doing some sort of crime.
Some sort of copyright infringement.
Well, we're not making any money.
On Anchor, we're copyrighted as the McDonCast. Like we have the copyright. Anyways.
That's pretty dope.
All right.
It's a new, unique name. Thank you.
First up in
Just
gaming
funny
news,
chicken
Patrick, do the gaming news song.
Gaming news. Gaming news.
All right, we've got.
Oh, you want the actual song?
Sure.
We
Do you
should-
have
You're
one?
gonna have to put it in post.
All right. Batman 0. Fortnite crossover begins
Woo!
this week. Well, I mean the comic's been going on for I think like 2 or 3 weeks, but
It's been going on for like 2 months, I think.
yeah, but
Because I think the comic comes out monthly.
the Batman skin for the crossover was just added to the game this week.
Patrick, are you a rad Fortnite gamer?
What can I say?
You could say no or yes.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that's it for trailers. That was the only gaming trailer this week. In announcements, Platinum Games releases World of Demons exclusively on Apple Arcade, which I think is the first game they've released outside of Nintendo.
That's a good
At
call.
least since Bayonetta 2.
Yeah.
Apple Arcade.
Before that, they did multi-plats.
Apple Arcade is, the best,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think anyone disagrees with that.
It's the best game streaming service by far.
Apple
ever
TV is the best console.
If you ever thought, I want a game on my Apple TV with the crappy remote that doesn't work very good, then you can.
Congratulations, everybody.
I think Square Enix also released an exclusive game on Apple Arcade.
That's what happens when you're Apple and you have infinite money to pay people to do things.
Yep.
We want
All
Apple
right.
Arcade to be like something people
And
want.
Batman 0. Skin out of Fortnite. We already got that. Toys for Bob, developer of Crash 4, is now working on COD Warzone skins.
Yeah, so I believe they were recently purchased by Activision, which everyone hated because it means they're not going to do any actual good things anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're just being forced to work on COD Warzone, which means we're probably not going to get a new Crash Bandicoot game for another 20 years.
Yay, just what we wanted.
Does Activision just enjoy sucking, or
Oh yeah, they love it. Well, they don't care. And it's like EA, where everyone hates them.
people will still buy
But
their stuff?
FIFA and Call of Duty sell so much that
It
it
doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they just employ all these coders, and they're just like
Mhm.
diddling
Like
around.
Toys for Bob was an up and coming studio. They had done the remasters for Spyro and Crash. They developed Crash 4 all on their own, and then Activision swoops in and is like,
It saves them.
and was like, we're gonna fire like half your staff, and then the rest of you are gonna work on skins for this Call of Duty battle royale.
Not even a real game. Like
Not even a real game.
just
Not even like a real COD. A battle royale game. A free to play battle royale game.
That's the best.
So that's what they've been reduced to.
All right.
One, it sucks, and two, that's wasting like good game developing talent. Why would you do that? Have
Yeah.
them work on an actual game.
All right. Well, next, Rockstar hires new game testers, prompting GTA 6 rumors. I made a TikTok about this, and it is by far the fastest growing one I've ever made. It has 500 views in a day. So that's pretty whack. Anyways, yeah, GTA 6 may be coming out soon. Probably not though,
Probably
because
not.
Rockstar loves to not make games.
They just love GTA 5 so much.
And they just released their biggest expansion to the map and to the world ever. So there's a good chance they're not going to be doing anything for a while.
Make the people not look like Sims.
They also need to make... My friend was explaining to me like how messed up that GTA Online meta is. Basically, like, inflation is so bad. And there's this, like, rocket motorcycle that shoots plane missiles that's, like, just totally broke the entire game. So, apparently the online's really, really bad right now.
I think it'd be fun if they came out and were like, we're doing Red Dead 3, everybody!
But can you still go to the GTA strip club?
Of course, Patrick.
They will still sell.
That's the most important feature in both that game and Cyberpunk 2077.
Why do you think people buy the game?
Because,
No.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, next news. Discord integration coming to PlayStation Network.
Yeah, so
That's
obviously...
different than what we heard.
Yeah, this comes out of, there was talks that they were getting bought by Microsoft.
No, they went to their competitor.
Yeah, and then we heard, I think it was last week, that those were closing down those deals.
So the news is Discord will remain good.
Yes. I think PlayStation Network is just trying to up its game a little bit
Because it's
of
not
how
very
Xbox is doing. So, makes sense that they're bringing Discord in to help with PSN.
Yeah. I mean...
Really know what that means, but...
Discord should just be on every console.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why isn't it?
Built in is just the best way to chat.
Yeah. Like, okay. Discord makes, like, no money. The way it's set up right now. The only way they make... Because there's no ads.
But you gotta get
The
Discord
only...
Nitro.
Yeah. Discord Nitro is the only way they make money. And do you know anyone with Discord Nitro? No. Because why on earth would anyone buy Discord Nitro?
When free Discord is so good.
Yeah. So I think if they could very easily make a lot of money by just offering their services and having other companies pay to integrate it into their platforms.
Well, then why would they want to get bought, though? They could just...
Well, I'm not saying get
license
bought.
their
Yeah, that's what I'm
service.
saying. Just license it out to, like...
That's not what they did.
Well, that's what they're doing. They're not bought by PlayStation.
They're not.
No, they're just on PlayStation Network.
Well, that's much better for us.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Why
saying.
don't you do that with everyone?
That's what I just said.
I'm just reiterating in a different way.
All right, that's it for gaming news. Not a whole lot of gaming. Wait, Resident Evil Village came out.
Wait, did we miss Fortnite news?
No, that was the Batman. Batman was Fortnite news.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the whole DC.
Yeah, Resident Evil Village came out, which gives me an excuse to put the big boobs vampire lady in the thumbnail.
And she gets views?
She gets views.
Like 2 more views than usual?
2 more views than normal.
Well, then it's worth it.
Of course. That's what we live for.
But yeah, PewDiePie's been playing it. I haven't watched it because I don't actually care at all.
Looks like a good game.
What's the plot of the game? Like, what's it about?
To win.
I don't know. I haven't paid any attention to it.
It's about a resident in a village,
It's
and
about a
he's
resident-
evil.
He's an evil man. He's not no good.
All right, that's it for gaming news. TV news. Trailers, no trailers. Announcements. Lots of announcements. All right. Netflix exclusive Last Kingdom to end after season 5. That's a good show. Everyone should watch it. It's a very, very epic, very nice show.
Season 5 supposed to come out soon, do you know?
I have no idea because we don't have Netflix anymore. But it's a good show. Y'all should watch it. You got Netflix? Watch it. Finn Wittrock to star as Guy Gardner in the Green Lantern HBO Max series.
That's pretty good news.
Yeah, so okay, there's a lot happening with the DC stuff. So a lot of the like African American community was like, "Hey,
we'll get to that later.
well, we're already on Green Lantern."
No, let's just talk about Green Lantern now. So Green Lantern.
Well, no, they wanted.
I want to hear this.
What's the name of the Green Lantern, the black one?
Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart. So everyone wanted a Jon Stewart Green Lantern show, and he's like the second most popular Green Lantern. Like it's Hal Jordan and then Jon Stewart, and then Guy Gardner's like way down here with the ones no one cares about.
That's the one they made?
And they were like, "Okay, guys, I know exactly what you want. Okay, you said you want a Green Lantern and a black superhero. Okay, what if I told you Guy Gardner and Black Superman?"
Okay, so basically, I'm going to explain this show. So basically, you know Green Lantern, right?
Imagine if he was annoying.
Okay, do you know that there's like 7 different Green Lanterns
Of Earth.
of Earth?
Sure, I'll go
Okay.
with that.
So This show is going to be an anthology series. I believe the first season is going to be 8 episodes.
I should go into the movie.
It will focus on 4 different Green Lanterns. Alan Scott, who was the first one, the first ever Green Lantern. Guy Gardner, who's the one that everyone hates. Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz, who are the 2 most recent ones.
So they left out the one that people like the second.
Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan, they didn't do because the Green Lantern Corps movie is still in development, so it still might happen, so they're not going to be in this. If that movie does ever come out, it will connect to this, so this show and that movie would exist in the same universe, and all those Green Lanterns could potentially team up at some point. Pretty cool. So, they are supposed to start shooting the show soon, so we should be getting more casting stuff for the other guys.
HBO.
This will be exclusive to HBO Max.
Well, then I'll watch it.
This
probably.
is their first big DC show. Like, they have Titans and stuff, but this is like their
First one with potential to be good.
This is their like Mandalorian type budget.
So they're
show.
seeing Marvel being epic.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh shoot, maybe we should be epic also.
Now, my biggest problem with this Guy Gardner casting is that Guy Gardner is known for 3 things. Well, 2 things. Being annoying and having a red-haired bowl cut.
And sports.
And this guy does not have red hair or a bowl cut.
Well, he
Maybe
can get a
I'm
bowl
not
cut.
saying they couldn't give him a wig.
Maybe
But-
they're trying to fix him.
I feel that should be mandatory for whoever's casts this.
Yeah.
Great. If you're excited for this show, I'm pseudo excited. I just don't trust DC to do anything right.
Yeah, I don't trust DC to do anything ever
Is
anymore.
Black Widow the next Marvel movie, or is it the Doctor Strange?
Black Widow's
Black Widow.
Black Widow and then Spider-Man.
No, Black Widow, then Shang-Chi. Then Eternals, and then Spider-Man.
Yeah. So what? So like I said, Black Widow and then Spider-Man.
Okay. So when does Black Widow?
July.
It's supposed to come out in July, but it'll probably get delayed again.
No, it's sticking to the state because they're doing the dual release.
You guys want to go see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we should.
Well, I mean, we were going to either way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Second up, we have some Marvel news, Patrick.
I'm glad.
Your favorite character, Miss Marvel.
Who I don't know yet.
Miss Marvel, the
The-
not
the
Miss Marvel
kid?
from the comics, Miss Marvel, the child,
The stretchy one.
with the powers of Mr.
Yeah, but I
Fantastic.
thought we already saw a costume leak from that show.
We did, but we did not see her Miss Marvel costume.
Oh, but now we do.
Yes, now we've seen the Miss
Care
Marvel.
to show?
I will pull up the
It
photo.
looks exactly like the one from the comics,
It
just
looks really-
shiny for some
It
reason.
looks really good.
Yeah, it looks good.
And is this going to be a show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually think it looks better
Is
than
this
the
gonna
one
be
in the
a
comic book.
show for like
Disney Plus.
preteens? Or is this
Probably because the person they have play the Miss Marvel character is pretty young.
Yeah, I think she's supposed to be like a teenager.
She's like 12 or
So
13.
this is like
Yeah.
this would be a Disney Channel show.
That's the costume. That's her.
I mean,
costume.
it looks fine.
That's her costume in the show.
She's
and
got
then
sneakers, so
She
that's what
do.
her costume
sneakers.
looks like in the
what's
comic.
so she's just.
I actually think it looks better here.
So she's Elastigirl.
There's some rumor time.
Pretty much.
We got some rumor time news later that relates to this.
I mean, we can
Let's
just talk about it
cover
now
it
since
now.
we're already on
Let's
it.
do now. It's early.
Especially since it's not even really a rumor.
So
I mean, it is a
according-
rumor, but it's kind of weird.
According to the rumors, which have been heard by from multiple different sources.
And reported by us.
Yeah. So apparently, they are changing her powers in this show to basically like purple Green Lantern powers. So
That
where
sounds
she
way
can-
cooler,
where
honestly.
She can make like energy constructs, and they're doing this for multiple reasons. One, the stretchy powers are really expensive to do,
And also really stupid.
and also look real silly. Two, they have Mr. Fantastic coming up soon too, and they don't want 2 stretchy people right after each other. And
Yeah.
3,
Is she still gonna be stretchy though?
no.
I hope
she
not.
would just have.
Come on,
purple.
Disney has unlimited money. You really think this
Yeah.
is like what they're concerned about?
I don't think that one's the big one. I think it's mostly because of Mr. Fantastic, and also they want all of the Captain Marvel-esque characters to have similar powers, and since
Is she an alien? Is she from?
so in the comic, this is the other reason is that in the comics she's an Inhuman, and they're not doing that here.
It's good because Inhumans are a mistake.
Yeah.
So they're not doing Inhumans in the MCU.
What if I told you we mixed aliens and X-Men
And I don't think they want
and
her
then
to be,
pooped on it?
I don't think they want her to be a mutant either. So it makes sense that they're doing
They have
this.
mutants and Inhumans coexisting when they're like.
Mm-hmm.
Basically the same thing.
The reason is because in the early 2000s, because they had sold off the film rights to X-Men, the Marvel editors wanted to like tone down the presence of mutant characters so that the X-Men stuff wouldn't do as well. The movies wouldn't. So instead they came out with the cool new Inhumans, which were really rad and had extra cool powers
like screaming loud,
like screaming
and owning a large dog,
and having magic hair.
My first like introduction to Inhumans was through the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show.
I still believe that the Inhumans arc was the sole reason that show is like no longer canon.
I think it was so bad.
It just breaks the world too much. Oh, I loved in the I don't think this is on here, but in the Avengers Assembled documentary for Falcon and Winter Soldier, they were talking about how this is like the first time with these Disney Plus shows that we can have shows running that interact with the movies, and I'm like,
no.
Except Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Agent Carter, you're just not gonna.
They didn't like those.
Yeah, Agent Carter's canon
because it doesn't affect.
It doesn't affect anything.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think they like took it out of canon.
They didn't say it wasn't canon, but
they've
they
done stuff that directly
have not ever interacted with it in any way.
We can continue.
And they actively go out of their way to like make it difficult for that show to work.
Agent Carter, I think they're keeping just because like
it doesn't affect anything.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter.
It's not horrible. It's like fine.
It's actually,
it was fine.
Yeah. So they're gonna have it so her powers come from her bracelet that she wears, and that will be the change. So yeah, I get why.
They're just making her Purple Lantern.
Also, if they do the constructs, then she can still have her trademark big punchy hands.
Ooh.
They'll just be purple.
They'll just be purple.
Which is easier to animate.
Big punchy hands.
So this is kind of lower on my Disney Plus MCU show excitement scale. Like I don't really care about. So I don't know. We'll find out. Next piece of news, Patrick, your favorite show, The Flash.
This is gut-wrenching news, guys.
Tom Cavanaugh and Carlos Valdez, who play all of the Harrison Welleses and Cisco, are leaving the show at the end of this season.
Thank goodness.
Tom Cavanaugh was this show.
Mm-hmm.
He
was in.
He was the only actor, and everyone else was just sort of there.
I didn't even like him very much, but he was there, and that's what matters.
After season 2, he didn't need to be there, but he was.
He was a producer on the show.
But he was.
He's a producer on the show, and they gotta keep him around. He's a cool guy, and the show was super successful.
I think he has the record for most deaths of any character ever in history.
No. In this season, they killed off all of the Welleses at once.
Oh my god!
So he's technically died like an infinite amount of times.
So why is Cisco leaving?
So for Tom Cavanaugh, they already demoted him to a recurring guest star this season. They already took him down from main cast. So this is kind of gradually moving him out. Carlos Valdez has wanted to quit this show since season 1, and he has finally found a way to let him leave. So good for you.
So what is he gonna do now, though?
They're gonna do what they do to every character they write out of one of these shows. They're fighting crime around the world.
No, and then they rewrite him into a new show.
Or he dies.
Or he dies.
No, they're not gonna kill him.
But nobody really dies.
They're not gonna kill him so they can bring him back.
Yeah.
He'll be back in Legends.
They'll bring him back as a cameo sometimes.
What do you think he's gonna do, like, with his acting career now?
He's gonna
cry in his closet for several weeks.
Do commercials.
Do commercials and some ads for sunglasses and shampoo.
He realizes he wants out, but then he's gonna be like, oh shoot, now I don't have any money.
Oh no, now I'm broke.
They had essentially already replaced him with a new quirky movie reference sidekick tech character. No.
What happened to Ralph? Is he gone?
They fired him.
He made bad tweets in like 2005, so
but
he's
gone. He was one of the best characters on that show.
Doesn't matter, he's fired. He's off fighting
what was
crime
their
around
excuse?
the world.
Yeah, he's off, yeah. Was it also he's off fighting crime around the world? Yeah. Yep.
Every time that's their excuse.
Wait, have they explained Cisco yet?
Cisco, we don't know why he's in canon or anything. We're only on like episode 10.
So he's either gonna die or be fighting crime around the world.
Mm-hmm. I think they're just gonna He's gonna be like, I want to retire from
No.
crime fighting.
He'll get a job at a bigger, better science lab that actually does science instead of whatever the Flash
Did
is
they take away
doing.
his powers?
Yeah, but
He
he's
took
been
his own
fighting-
powers away.
He took his own powers away, but then he has a mech suit that has the same powers now.
Oh my god, the show got too crazy when they gave everybody a power.
Now there's
even just like the random.
Except Iris. Iris still is useless.
She will never have a power.
No,
Sam.
but remember when she was the Flash?
Except for that time where she did for one episode.
Oh, actually, there is some other
She
stuff.
traded powers with Barry.
Sam, if you want to look it up, the Impulse costume for the Flash suit, if you want to look at that, actually looks pretty neato.
Yeah, pull it up.
Whoa,
Why does it always pull up Photoshops first?
Because the Photoshops are usually better.
CW costume department is on top of things.
Look at that.
That actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, CW.
Let me see.
They've actually gotten pretty
Send-
good at designing.
flip. Show me.
The costumes are good.
This season,
Not gonna lie.
I mean, at least it looks the way it's supposed
that
to.
looks actually pretty good.
You know
I don't know why
bad-
XS is back in the show.
You know what's bad though is when they decide we need to make an entire CGI character that is only CGI.
I mean, Godspeed's suit looked perfect,
No,
like
they're
exactly
actually-
like it did in the comic. They
they're
just
actually pretty
butchered
good.
his character
His
to the
name
point
is-
where you couldn't recognize
his
him.
name is Savitar, and he's gonna look really cool.
Okay, Savitar did not look like he did
They're
in the
bringing
comics,
back
but he
all
looked
of-
really stupid in the comics, so that one's okay.
No, he looked really stupid in the show too.
Show him what Savitar looks like in the comics.
Oh yeah. So they're bringing back all of the Flash characters. So the Flash, XS, Impulse, Kid Flash, and Jay Garrick, all for episode 150 this season.
I thought Jay Garrick was like Hecka's super dead.
No, I don't want this show. See now I want.
That looks like the emo Toby Parker.
I don't know.
No wait, was that his name? Oh wait, I combined Toby Maguire and Peter Parker.
I was like, who's Toby Parker?
He looks like the emo Toby Maguire.
Yeah, I mean the Flash character did, but like I'm talking about the suit.
I know.
Yeah, that's what he looked like.
That's not good either.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what his most famous costume is. It's like a no shirt.
Okay, I think that's better, but that would have. I think they didn't do that because it would have run the reveal.
Oh,
Because you would already know it's Barry.
Well, no, in the comics he wasn't Barry. He was just like a guy.
He was just like a caveman with speed
He was
powers.
in like 2 comics,
Come on,
and he
but
was
we
there
knew
so
it was-
Reverse Flash.
We literally knew
Yeah.
it was Barry from the start.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone did. But anyway, yeah, Sam. It's really sad to see these characters leave the Flash. This show's done after next season.
The show's been done after the
Like,
third
like,
season.
instead of, like,
It just kept going.
no, like I think next season's their final season.
Remember that show that used to be on
I
at the
think they're
same...
gonna try to squeeze a spin-off out of it.
Remember the iZombie show that used to come on right after The Flash?
Mhm.
The Flash is the zombie now.
Yeah,
The Flash became the zombie.
it's just dead and wandering in circles, not knowing what to do anymore.
Yeah, it's been...
CW was gonna.
CW's been kind of canceling all their shows.
Yeah,
I think
because...
CW's gonna be canceled altogether.
I
There's
think-
rumors that they're already planning.
On shutting down the studio?
No, that they're already planning when Batwoman's gonna end. It's been
Yeah.
picked up for season 3. There's talks that after season 4 they're already gonna finish it up.
Okay, why don't they just let HBO Max make the good shows?
And just cancel CW.
Superman and Lois is what they.
What? Who owns the CW network?
It's a joint partnership between WB and CBS.
So it's not gonna die because they're just subsidizing. It's probably losing money.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely losing money.
I mean, all cable networks are losing money.
But
Which is why they're trying to enter streaming.
Yeah.
I think Flash.
Which also is losing money.
I think Flash has got 1 season left.
Yeah.
I think they're done after this. I think Grant Gustin's contract is up after 8 seasons anyway.
Yeah.
He should retire, honestly.
With what? You think they're paying him for this? They
Probably.
pay him like $5 an hour.
He's their only show that makes any money.
Sam, they've had 1 episode. They're planning 2 episodes this season without the Flash in the show called The Flash.
Yeah.
So what's he gonna do?
Grant Gustin?
Yeah,
Probably go back to Glee.
Glee's done.
They'll do a reboot.
It'll be called Too Gleeful. And it'll have...
No, it will be called Gleeful.
No, it'll be called Too Gleeful. 2 with a 2.
No.
And it'll have...
Yeah.
It'll have Grant Gustin in it, but he'll just be the Flash. He'll be the character from the Flash, not the character from Glee. And
What do you think he like?
and Justin Roiland will cameo sometimes. Just because.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway,
What were-
Arrowverse is winding down.
All right, Night Court
Which is
sequel.
perfectly fine.
What is Night Court?
Okay, for all you big Red Letter Media fans out there, you've all heard of Night Court. the classic NBC television drama.
What are you talking about?
So-
He's like, let me come in here with my totally unknown,
Night Court,
unrelated thing.
Night Court, of course, ran for
What? Can you explain what it is? For
What
8
is
years
Night
on
Court?
NBC. It's an American sitcom, silent sitcom.
Well, just tell me what it's about.
So basically, the general premise is not that I'm looking it up right now. Anyway, the point, there's no, it's on Wikipedia. The point is that it's about a night court.
What is a night court? What what is that?
It's a court that operates at night.
Is that it?
Yes!
That's so dumb.
The setting was the night shift of a Manhattan municipal court presided over by a young unorthodox judge named Harold Harry T. Stone, portrayed by Harry Anderson. The series was created by comedy writer Reinhold Weege, who had previously worked on Barney Miller in the 1970s and early 1980s. It ran for 9 seasons, a grand total of 193 episodes.
F in the chat for Night Court.
A
Oh
show
no!
that aired
Oh no!
30 years ago.
Okay, I think we can.
But yeah, that
move on.
sequel series is coming.
What
They
will we
greenlit a
do
pilot.
without night court?
They greenlit a pilot for it, so.
Pilot for what?
Night Court
2.
The follow-up.
It's just called Night Court
They
2.
better call it Night Court 2.
Imagine if they made it The Office 2,
The Office 2.
and then
more
Parks
Office.
and Rec 2.
They should call it, instead of Night Court. Yeah, you know how it's in like Manhattan.
They'll call
Yeah.
it Day Court.
Call it Night Court. The
He'll finally get promoted to the day shift.
Night or Day Court.
Day court, regular court. All right.
Have a night shift.
I don't think they do. I think they close at like 6.
In courts?
Yeah, they don't have.
What is
night
it about, like the janitor?
Oh,
Municipal City Janitor Mike Michelson.
All
right.
Now we have our biggest piece of
Fun-loving
news.
gang.
The Muppets, everyone's favorite media franchise, is coming to it's Disney Plus. They're doing a special Halloween special. I said special 3 times. It's called The Muppets Haunted Mansion. We don't know what it's about.
We're making a Halloween special.
It's coming out this fall.
Probably.
Direct competition. No, not our special.
Ours has Mark Hamill in it, so that's how you know we're legit.
Ours-
That's not true at all.
No,
Are we gonna do
ours
Paramount
has
cameo?
ours has Mark Kohlberg.
Wait, is he on Cameo?
Maybe.
Because we could actually.
If Mark Hamill's on Cameo, we actually could get Mark
Unless he
Hamill.
costs like $300.
No, and then we can crop him out and place him in our movie.
We'll just have him say a bunch of words that have like specific syllables in them that we can use to rearrange.
No, we just have him. We'll have him read the lines we actually want.
I'm trying to figure out if he's on cameo.
That would be so funny if we got a Mark Hamill cameo.
Or we just need some celebrity who's on Cameo that we can get for relatively cheap.
Uncle Stan.
Uncle
You can
Stan.
probably get Alex Hirsch to do an Uncle Stan voice.
No, we get Uncle Stan to do an Uncle Stan.
Mark
Stanley from The Office, he means.
No.
Okay, Mark Hamill is not on cameo.
Oh, lame. Is any Star Wars person on Cameo?
Oh,
Let's see.
the guy who played.
Let's see if the Clone Wars.
No,
if the Clone guy's on.
The guy who played Jar Jar is right.
At best.
Yeah.
He is on here. Yes.
I mean, that's not really helpful. We just have like a PNG of. Oh,
It's
that's too expensive.
It's a $100 request.
Does he do Jar Jar voice or no?
I would hope so.
Misa called Jar Jar.
Misa, not this film.
Misa favorite movie.
Disney.
Let's. I don't know how cameo works.
Here, click on Disney.
Wait, is there a Disney category?
Yeah,
Where-
it was.
Did I miss it? Yeah, here we go. We got on the Disney section.
Yeah, who's
We can
available?
get Jeff Swampy Marsh from Phineas and Ferb.
Is that the guy who voices
Yeah.
Doofenshmirtz?
Yeah.
No, that's the other guy.
No,
Oh, it's the other
it's
guy.
the other guy.
we can't even get
Kevin.
the
We can get
guy.
Kevin Quinn
Who's-
from Bunk.
We can get Jafar from Aladdin. He's only $50.
But that's like we don't need that.
We could get.
Is Danny DeVito on there?
Bro, we should sign up and do cameos.
Gilbert Gottfried's on here.
We need like a meme person.
Phineas from Phineas and Ferb's on here. He's only $35. He's pretty cheap. Let's see, that's like a High School Musical extra. God, there's so many like.
We can get. Oh, she's from Daddy's Home. That's.
Oh, we can get the guy who played the what's his name from Toy Story, the kid, Andy. Andy from Toy Story's on here. John Ratzenberger's on here. He's $120 though.
Yeah, no, that's a little too much. That's a little out of our budget.
Who are all these people?
I don't know. Oh my God.
Can we get Dan Schneider from?
Oh my God.
From all
There's
these
so
the
many
great
people.
shows.
I kind of want to scroll through this later. This is a lot. This is so many people.
All right, we'll do that. We'll do that in a separate episode.
Wait, I wonder if I can sort by price. I wonder who the highest price person is.
All right, let's just move on to the next thing. All right,
Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank is the most expensive person on the platform.
What? He's $1,000.
He's $1,200.
You know what?
oh, it used to be Chris D'Elia, I'm
You
pretty
know
sure.
what I think? I think he literally just gets a kick out of being the most expensive person. on
No, because it used to be Chris D'Elia before he got deplatformed from everywhere.
If you have $600 lying around, you can get the guy who played that one random side character.
Oh wait, that's the guy who
Flash.
plays the guy. That guy, he's the one in Harry Potter.
Yeah, we can get the Harry Potter guy who's also in the Flash.
Wait, who's that? Who did he
Tom
play in The
Hiddleston.
Flash?
No, not Tom. The guy. Remember in season 3 where there was that other crime lab assistant guy?
For like a minute.
No.
That it was a Caitlyn love interest.
Kind of.
Yeah, it's that guy. Who's
Vaguely.
the lowest price person?
All right, anyways, Loki has been moved up to June 9th.
We
Oh,
can
she's free.
we can get the co-founder of Cameo for $1.
How is that
Is
useful?
Elon Musk on there?
Definitely not.
No, he's not on there.
Dude, but that would be so fun.
Let's see.
He doesn't have time for this.
Price. What's
Our range is
0 to
100.
100. We can get PM Seymour.
Who's that?
Aaron Ozzie.
He's an author.
Do they just let anyone on here?
Dude, we should get on there.
We should.
Can we get Mark Tolmer on here?
No, the Brian's Life Boys.
The Brian's Life Boys.
Okay.
All right.
Moving on.
Yeah, Loki moved up to June 9th
Which
and
is
will
good.
debut on Wednesday.
Which is so
Yeah.
sad because now it's going to overlap with Bad Batch.
No, okay, the reason that they're moving it to Wednesdays is one, I think as theaters come back and movies come back, they don't want like a Marvel movie coming out that week
And
and
a
then
Marvel
also
show.
a Disney show
Yeah.
episode coming out that week, so they think they want it on Wednesdays so that they're different. And also Bad Batch will still be airing when this comes out, so they don't want to cannibalize each other.
Yeah.
So Bad Batch will stay on Fridays, Loki will come out on Wednesdays. I would switch them, because I feel Loki would be more of a Friday thing, Bad Batch is more of
Monday
a
thing.
weekday
It's a
cartoon.
It's a Monday thing.
But whatever.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just leave it on Tuesdays?
It never was on Tuesdays.
When did it air?
Friday.
No, but the first one wasn't on Friday.
Oh well, the Bad Batch was on Tuesday because it was
Oh,
May
yeah.
the 4th.
I know, so just do every Tuesday.
Well, it's too late now.
Yeah, it's airing on
Now
Fridays.
it's a big Friday.
Now it's a big Friday show. All right.
What day did they air High School Musical?
Fridays.
I think it was on the
Also
same.
Friday?
Yeah, I think it and Mandalorian
I
came out
think,
at the same
and
time.
also season 2 comes out this Friday.
Do they just do Friday dumps of content?
Seems that way.
Yeah.
All right.
You know
Paramount.
What? I kind of like the bi-weekly type deal with Bad Batch. I think it'd be cool if they just kept doing it 2 days.
Yeah, that would be nice, but they're not going to do that.
Because they gotta drag it out.
Yeah.
They got.
Even though it's a show in arcs.
Well, actually, okay. If they did 2 episodes, that'd be 8 weeks of show. Even if they did 2 episodes a week, and that's 2 months. They could do that and not be hurt at all.
Yeah.
Because the job of Bad Batch is to carry people till Loki comes out.
Yeah.
No, but it's also people want to see Bad Batch.
Also, it's because of Star Wars.
Yeah, because Star Wars makes lots of
They
money.
want to keep those Star Wars fans nice and quenched.
Which we are thoroughly quenched at the moment.
Very quenched.
As long as Dave Filoni's touched
Dave Filoni, he's like
He's on the credits like 5 times.
because he's the creator, writer.
The only one in the credits more than Dave Filoni is the guy who's voicing every character.
Oh, because he
Because he's every clone.
character?
He's
Probably
he's
saves
voicing
him a
every
lot of
clone
money.
and all the Bad Batch clones too.
Is he doing the girl?
I don't think so. I think that's the only clone he's not doing.
Yeah, no, she's the only one he's not doing. Because it's like girl.
Bro, imagine, and they all
David Hasselhoff's on here?
Oh, well, we gotta get David
It's
Hasselhoff.
$500.
No,
Oh,
in
that's
this
too
one,
much.
in
Never
this
mind.
one though, they have like all the clones don't sound as similar. Like
Yeah, like Tech
Echo
and Brain and
Hunter
whatever.
sound like clones.
Yeah.
Then the other ones are kind of like.
I mean, they're still voiced by that guy.
I
though.
know.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to get?
Hey, can we get Stan? Oh, Oscar.
We can get Oscar from The Office.
Oscar Martinez. Oh
And
yeah.
also,
Stan.
the most expensive Office cast member was the guy who played the Mike guy from the
He
ninth
looks like
season.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Why is he the most expensive?
Because he looks like.
He's
Arnold.
probably been in something else since then. That's more.
Paul Lieberstein was
No.
$500.
I assume he's been in something else since
Brian
then.
Bob Gardner, who was Kevin, he's only $200.
We could get him. He could cameo in our movie. He
We
should
can-
say.
We can get Bob
No,
Vance.
he
for
should be the.
$50.
He should be the cop that walks in and says, "You're bust."
No.
Understood how cameo works.
No. Here's what we'll do. We would pay him, and then we would cut him out like PNG style, put him against the like office wall, and we'll have a cutaway to him talking about what's going on in the movie, but he's just like he was there even though he obviously wasn't.
Who's the cheapest Office guy? None of them are all that cheap. Everyone costs so much money. Never mind. All right, we'll talk about this later.
All right.
Business time. Paramount did a big shocker and added 6 million streaming subscribers across all platforms, beating estimates. They have
Estimates of 0.
They of course have a goal to have 65 to 75 million subscribers by 2024.
Yeah, good luck with that. You let me know how that works
I
out.
think they've peaked
So this
because they're probably offering a free trial.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they've peaked yet. I think they'll get a boost when Halo comes out.
Okay, they'll get.
Oh,
10
yeah.
million. They'll get
But,
to 10 million max.
So this is across all their streaming platforms. So this is also like Showtime, the digital stuff for Showtime, which
Oh.
I'm guessing that stuff didn't add a whole lot. I'm guessing this is mostly.
Well, but a lot of
Paramount
people
Plus.
have that like on Hulu.
Yeah. But I'm guessing this is mostly Paramount Plus because it's its launch
Yeah.
order. So this is the streaming.
Okay, what did Disney Plus have at launch? Or
launch
like a
it
month
had
Just
after launch?
Mandalorian and
No,
the other
but
one.
like subscribers
I
wise,
think
how
like
many?
some like 10. Or
I thought it was like
20 million.
6 million.
I think it was like 10.
Well, now they have over 100 million.
Oh.
So
Yeah, it was probably like 10 then. 10 or 15.
good for
So-
them. They finally have subscribers now that they have content. So
Shocking how that works out. Sometimes if you make content, people will subscribe.
Weird.
Weird how that works.
it is good content.
Content people actually want to see.
Are you telling me you don't want to see the SpongeBob animated spin-off show?
Are you telling me there is a SpongeBob animated spin-off show? Are
You don't want to see Star Trek Picard?
you telling me that there's a show about Star Trek Picard that I should that exists that I should know about?
Sam, just because everyone hates it does not mean no one wants to watch it.
That's pretty much exactly what that means.
It's doing gangbusters, alright.
I don't think it is.
All
All right,
movie time.
movies. We
Speed
got
through
a
it. Let's go.
trailer for all of Marvel Phase 4 except for Blade and like a couple other things.
Actually, I think I forgot to put the piece of Blade news in. There's some news about Blade.
And so we got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 confirmed for May 5th. We got Black Panther Wakanda Forever, all 2023 for Guardians. We got Black Panther Wakanda Forever for July 8th, 2022. The Marvels, which is Captain Marvel 2, which they named very poorly, coming out November 11th, 2022. And then Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Also, I don't know what's going on with the names this generation, but anyways, February 23rd, 2023.
Patrick, which one are you most hyped for?
And then they announced Doctor Strange too, but we just forgot to put it on here, I guess.
No, they didn't announce it.
It wasn't a date, but they showed the title card.
No, we have a date already. The date didn't.
I'm excited
These are the new
for
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy and Black Panther.
Yeah, Black Panther. They came up with the logo, so it's a really long title. That's a lot of words.
Well, I mean, it's 4 words. It's
Well,
just
a lot
they're
of
long
letters.
words.
It's so many letters.
Yeah.
So many letters. Yeah.
I think Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania is too many words.
I think, but that's fun. That's a.
Okay, yeah, but it's like there's so many words
What
that
are
it's
they
just
gonna
like
do with an Ant-Man?
Well,
Eventually-
they can't call it Ant-Man and the Wasp 2 because there was the
was
last
an
one was
Ant-Man.
already the second.
the next one will be called Ant-Man and the Wasp and
This looks
Stature
good.
hyphen something else. Yeah, that one looks cool.
The Marvels.
That's a name. That's the
Not
thing.
have
Not a
that?
thing in the comics. They
Are
never
they gonna
formed
have little girl Marvel in this?
Yeah.
Is,
It'll be
and
all
I think
three.
Jessica Rambo's in it as well.
Monica
She's
Rambeau.
cool though.
Or Monica Rambeau, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be Photon, Captain Marvel, and Miss Marvel.
So as long as they make Captain Marvel the least important one.
As long as
And
she has
make
the
make
power-
Photon the main one, and then Captain Marvel can.
Just is the
Sort of
Rambo
be
is
there.
Rambo girl the
She's Photon.
okay yeah
I think her name is Spectrum now. I think that's what they're calling her.
Yeah, it's better than Photon, to be honest. Photon sounds kind of dumb.
well as long as Captain Marvel is not in the movie, it will be a good movie.
And she will be in the movie, Patrick. It is a
Oh, look
sequel to-
exactly like this.
Yeah, that's the logo.
Oh wait, no.
Yeah. All right. The Meg 2 is filming in January.
The Meg too?
Do you
Yes.
guys remember the Meg?
I did,
The all-time classic, the shark.
Yeah, we saw it.
I went to go see it.
So
Didn't we
did we.
see it together?
Yeah, because I think we were gonna see some other movie,
Yeah, and you're like,
but it was full,
how
and then
about the Meg?
and then we ended up watching the Meg for some reason.
Fun fact about the Meg:
Isn't
there's two Megs in the movie.
Yeah, there's
The
two Megs in the movie The
Isn't
Meg.
that the one with the like underwater base?
Base, yeah. And then the Meg attacks it, and then they blow that one up, and then they're like, "Oh, there's another one,"
And
because this
halfway through
movie
the
has
movie-
30 minutes left.
Yeah, halfway through the movie, another one just shows up, and they just have to fight that one too.
Oh crap, we got.
And it's not even bigger. It's not even
no,
like, oh,
it's the same thing.
yeah, it's the same. They use the same
It just
model,
felt
and
like
it's the same
they
size.
finished the script, realized that there was only 30 pages long,
And then
they
we're like,
were
"Oh
like,
shoot, I guess we gotta."
another Meg.
Who cares?
Mints.
But the movie did it do good in China?
Oh, it did really
Everything
good.
does good. in
Yeah,
China.
because
That's why
well,
this is happening.
the lead actress is like one of the most famous actors in China like ever. So
It did really well in China. That's
Yeah.
why the Meg 2 is happening.
yeah, Meg
No
2.
one cared about it here, but it's
Meg
happening.
2's happening.
Get real hyped. of course.
Warner Brothers announced they are dedicated to a black actor for Kal-El's Superman, as well as a black director, making just everybody on Twitter very upset.
Making everybody black.
Well, no, because the problem was the black people wanted just a black superhero, and there's black Kryptonian characters in DC Comics too. So they were like,
You
you could,
one of those?
you got like 3 right
Why
here.
don't you make a movie called Kryptonians or something?
Fun facts for you, DC. You own this character named Icon, who is basically Superman, but specifically created to be a different character,
Yeah.
who does not have as wide of an audience, but you could give by putting it up to a Superman type status and making a movie about him.
That would have been so cool to like do a whole new character.
Yeah,
No, just race Ben.
You'd get to do.
We're
a,
so hip and cool and not
No,
racist
you-
over here.
You'd get to do like a whole origin story and like bring in a new character.
yeah. Like I don't even know Icon's origin story. I just know he's like a cool. His costume's cool.
And you get to bring like a new character into this universe and use him for other stuff.
Yeah,
It's
Instead, you're changing the character we already have and know.
it's the worst.
and
part.
Henry Cavill is like one of the best like Superman castings
No.
ever.
And what was the worst part is they did this on his birthday.
Yeah, they
specifically.
announced this on his birthday, just to punch him in the face.
Okay, but what is the point of it?
Their horrible arrogance is just
Because they don't understand the market.
because okay. There's been reports that they haven't.
This is going to be the least seen Superman movie ever.
There's been reports
Probably.
that they haven't known how to update Superman to the modern era for like a few years.
Yeah,
This is the wrong way.
And it's
yeah,
and
you
they, of
didn't.
course,
You
they're-
failed.
Well, they're of course copying Marvel because that's all they know how to do.
Yeah.
Marvel
So they were
didn't
like-
turn characters.
No.
into
Well, no, but
different races.
But instead of
because they
look-
have the Black Captain America, they were like,
No.
oh well, we'll just do
What
that.
they did
yeah,
is
but
they
established.
But yeah, there's a reason why
what
that
they
happened.
should've- What they should have done is made Superman like Captain America in the MCU, where they updated him to modern times, but they still kept that like heroism and moral
Yeah.
stuff. Instead, they didn't even look at Captain America. They just stepped on him and went, "Black Panther made us so much money. Copy that
Well,
instead."
okay,
Yeah.
you know what they could have done if they really wanted to transition Superman to being black? They could have brought in Icon, established him, and then have Henry Cavill Superman pass the mantle.
Yeah,
Or-
that would have made sense.
Just have
Or
Superman
just use one of the. They
and
have
Icon. Now you have
two characters.
and you don't make another fan base mad by getting rid of one of them and having only one
And
of
no,
them.
Yeah.
he's like a new cool character that happens
And now
to be
guess
black.
what?
Not just making
Or
a character
they could have
blacker
just
than
done the
all
same exact thing that the MCU did. Introduce the one of the Black Kryptonians that's already in the
And
comics,
just have him
and then eventually have
that
Superman leave the mantle and have him pick it up.
No. We'll just race spend him.
We'll
It's
just
fine.
switch it out.
We hired Ta-Nehisi Coates, the worst writer in American history, to do it.
What else did he write?
He wrote a bunch of. This is his first
He
screenplay.
wrote some Black Panther.
He
issues.
wrote a bunch.
He wrote some.
He wrote a bunch of Black Panther comics, a bunch of crappy you know the Captain America comic that was trending because Jordan Peterson was the Red Skull.
Yeah.
Oh
He
yeah.
wrote that one. He's also written a bunch of books about how racist America is, and this script will of course be nothing but racism.
He leads the Boston University Center for Anti-Racism or something.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
I know exactly what this movie is already.
Yeah,
I've seen the entire thing.
Yeah.
I know exactly what it is. I'll do it here if you want me to. I don't have.
Would it have
As long as it doesn't go too far. Like,
Okay.
Would it have been so cool to introduce Icon though?
Or any other
Yeah.
character that
No,
isn't
Icon is
Chris
such a cool
Benoit?
character, and he's never talked about.
Yeah.
He's in a couple episodes of Young Justice, and that's it.
He's barely gotten any media stuff.
Yeah.
It's not like DC doesn't have black characters.
No.
They could have used.
They
That's
just
what
don't use them.
That's what everyone was mad about.
Yeah.
It's like if you want a black character to move up to the level of Batman,
Use some of the
Well,
ones you
yeah.
have.
if you want a black character to be on Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman's level,
Make-
you don't just make Wonder Woman a black person then go, wow, look how
Look, we
progressive
did
we
it,
are."
guys.
Look how popular this black character. How we totally manufactured.
You have to they want this. They want.
If
the
you want
popularity, they don't want it to
representation,
work.
represent the characters you have that
Yeah.
are already that.
Instead of just changing.
Because that's not representation. That's just pandering.
Yeah.
Actually represent the characters that that already have an audience, that already knows those
Yeah.
characters and knows that those stories are worth telling, and tell the stories.
You have.
Don't take another person's
care.
story and make it a different
Valzai,
thing.
How many
Tom
DC
Ellis, John
could have
Stewart,
written it?
Steele. They have so many black characters.
Heck,
and they don't
make a
use any of them.
freaking cyborg movie.
That would've
He's
been
already
so
popular.
Static
He
Shock
wasn't popular.
had a 4-season cartoon
Static Shock was
show.
one of the most viewed children's television shows ever. And they just forgot about him.
No, but Cyborg, Cyborg wasn't popular until,
Until
his
Teen
character
Titans.
was actually
Yeah.
developed by
the Teen
Snyder
Titans
Cut.
writers. But nope. Scratch all that. We're gonna race bend Superman. This is gonna work out great for everyone.
Oh, oops, everyone's mad.
Apparently, at one
So
point,
the
JJ
people who wanted a black superhero are mad now. Because
Yeah,
they're
because
like,
they're not getting representation. They're just... Because, look, at the end of the day, no one's going to remember that Superman.
yeah,
Everyone's going to... Because Superman's been the same since the 20s.
they're not gonna decide that he's now gonna be permanently a black character.
Yeah,
after
and
being
it's not-
around for 80 years.
It's not going to stick,
Yeah,
because the
no.
movie's not going to make any money. And if the movie doesn't make any money, they're not going to commit to it.
Yeah,
So they're not going to commit to it. Superman's
you
just going to
just
go back
run-
to the next muscly white dude,
Yeah.
and everyone's going to forget about the character. That's not representation. That's pandering, and it's not going to last. And it's not worth doing.
because there was so much potential in this, to actually make something new and good.
Jon Stewart is a great character. I know I forgot his name earlier, but I mean, he's a good character. I've read some of his comic books and stuff. I mean, we keep bringing up Icon, but that's just because he basically is just like a Superman that's black. There's other black Kryptonians that are literally Superman.
done in the comic books that you still don't think exist for some reason.
Yeah.
Apparently, when they brought on J.J. Abrams to do this, there was discussions about having him direct. But then when they were like, "No, we're gonna do a black Superman. You have to produce this because we don't want to get in trouble for you directing it." But they don't care at all that everyone on social media got mad at them for doing
Yeah.
this at all.
Do you think they're gonna have a moment of reflection?
No.
The Warner Brothers. They released the Snyder Cut, and then while everyone was wanting them to restore the Snyderverse, they released a 4K version of the Justice League cut. And it became one of the most disliked trailers on YouTube.
Yeah.
They're totally tone deaf.
They're not tone deaf. They're brain dead.
They have no idea what's
They
going on.
could have let Zack Snyder make his Cyborg movie.
Heck, Martian Manhunter. Another character just as popular, or not just as but just as powerful as Superman, who definitely has potential to become as popular as Superman if you gave him the right movie and the right team.
Sam.
But no, we're not going to do that.
Okay. What if we race bend it Batman? Alright? So listen here. What if we only did that and didn't do anything else?
Sam, are you telling me they already have cool black characters, but they totally set them aside to make a race-bent Superman?
Yeah. Because what that tells, the black audience and the black writers is that your characters aren't worth representing.
Yeah.
We're going to take one of our characters and switch it around and pretend we care about you.
It's not like they don't have cool characters.
It's actively suppressing the characters and voices that already exist and want to be heard.
And that are really cool.
Yeah.
No. We're Warner Brothers.
No, we're Warner Brothers, guys. We're woke. We know what's up.
Yeah, no, I can... Because Ta-Nehisi Coates is writing this, I know it's good. The entire thing is just going to have a million races and metaphors, and that's all it will be.
Well, yeah, they're just going to be like Superman,
And Jordan
Alien.
Peterson will be there.
No, what they're going to do is, you know how in BVS the whole plot was that, can you trust Superman because he's an alien and he's super powerful?
Can you trust him?
They're just going to do that exact same thing again.
But it's also
now-
going to be, he's
now
also
it'll be
black.
implied that they don't trust him because he's a black guy.
And Lex Luthor will be Donald Trump,
Mm-hmm.
and he'll be running, so Lex Luthor will be running for president. He'll be running a cabal of secret white nationalist KKK members.
His slogan will be like, maybe he'll be running for like mayor of Gotham or something.
Or mayor of,
Reagan
or mayor of which city? Metropolis, yeah. And it'll just be "Make Metropolis Great." That'll be his slogan
that'll
thing.
be his slogan. And
They'll give him one or two Trump quotes every time he's like on screen, just to really hammer it in.
and they'll put the wig on him.
Yeah.
It'll be a blonde wig. And they'll be like,
I
we're
can tell you what's
clever.
there's gonna be an insurrection, and he's gonna be like,
Yeah, he's gonna say here's how I know that this is exactly what they're gonna do, because they did that in Young Justice season 3 already. They had an insurrection going on, and I'll give you one guess what Lex Luthor said about it. One guess. What did he say?
There are good people on both sides.
There we go. That's exactly what they had Lex Luthor say.
No,
Very fine.
I'm just looking forward to the scene where Superman
you're
saves.
bleeding.
It's fine. Or Superman saves a guy and he gets racially profiled.
Yeah, that'll happen too.
That's definitely gonna
That
happen.
happened in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
But that made a lot more sense.
It did.
Because
Now it's gonna happen to Superman.
Because I mean,
Whee!
with Falcon, he's like one of the lesser known Avengers. Like
Not anymore though.
he was
After
in sort of like a shady area as well, where that kind of stuff happens more often.
Yeah, but after like becoming Captain America, like the whole world, and
I mean, they know who he is
the whole
now.
moment on TV where he was like preaching.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is. I hope this movie crashes and burns in a ditch.
Because it will
Like,
show that you can't.
everyone's gonna hate this. Their whole idea was, we'll pander to the black people on Twitter and everyone will call us woke and give us a bunch of good reviews.
But then the opposite
But then
happened,
the
and everyone
opposite
hated
happened,
it.
And the entire point of doing this has failed.
Yeah.
So
There's
it's still gonna
I'll say there is about a 40% chance that they hard left turn and just give up on the whole idea and never mention it again.
Do you know what everybody?
I think that's possible.
I think that might happen because they've
Literally everyone agrees.
hopefully they've realized that no one wants that.
No, I think if this ever does get made, I think what'll happen is it'll be the best reviewed Superman movie to ever come out.
But
Because
then
all
fan
the reviewers
will be
All
terrible.
the reviewers will be scared to give it a bad review because
Yeah.
they don't want to be called racist on Twitter
by Ta-Nehisi
by
Coates.
Ta-Nehisi Coates. So
Hey, I wrote
it'll
this,
have
it must be
it'll have
good.
a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. It'll be called the greatest Superman.
And it'll
movie
have a
ever made.
27% audience score.
It'll have a 54% audience score.
Yeah.
And every fan will hate it, but all the critics will go, the deep metaphors that Ta-Nehisi Coates has written into the script are very touching and poignant.
Yeah.
He called something racist. He's a genius. real excited.
Yeah.
Real excited for this.
Glad we had that segment.
That's a long rant. That's a long rant on Superman.
Because we want DC
Because
to do better.
they haven't made a good Superman movie since 1981.
Yeah.
Honestly, maybe it's time to try something new.
Hey, maybe Black Superman is the solution, but there's a 98% chance that he's not the solution.
Or you could just hire a director that meshes
Or just
the character.
stop making Superman stuff for a while. It
Give
clearly
him a break, yeah.
the character clearly doesn't really work in a modern context. He's too powerful. No one really gets the
He worked in Justice League.
But that's only because he was out of commission for half the movie. And once he came back, pretty much all their problems went
No,
away.
there are parts of Man of Steel that work. The biggest problem with Man of Steel is the tone. You can do a good Superman movie addressing kind of the same stuff that happens in Man of Steel with a brighter tone that's more accurate towards the comic depiction.
Or not even a brighter tone, just a brighter Superman.
Yeah.
The tone can still be dark, but Superman is supposed to be the symbol of
It
hope.
would actually be more interesting.
He wears the word hope on his freaking shirt.
It would be more interesting to set it in a modern context because I feel it's more like emotionally poignant if you have Superman who's like the last beacon of hope in a world that's given up on it. There's good stories you can tell with that. But instead, they either just want to pander to people or go, Superman's gonna punch something and blow up a
Superman,
city with laser eyes.
and this is kind of separate, but this is why this is why I think DC could learn a little bit from like the way My Hero Academia is set up in terms of like the power of their characters. Because they have All Might set up as sort of a similar to Superman character. He's like this symbol of hope and symbol of justice, but he's such a bright symbol. And yeah, he has problems and he doesn't really show it to other people, but he has problems. But he's such a bright and happy symbol of justice that he inspires the other superheroes to be like him. Mm-hmm. And the other superheroes acknowledge that there is such a large gap between us that I'll never get there, but he's such a bright symbol of hope that I will strive to be there anyways.
Yeah.
That's what Superman needs to be. And that's what none of the writers understand.
Superman just
No, Sanders like Jesus. He's gonna do this.
I'm Superman!
Every writer thinks Superman is Jesus. He's not. Superman is Captain America. He's the symbol of hope.
And, like...
I mean, I guess Jesus is also a symbol of hope, but in a different way.
Where he came from, he's just like a regular guy, right?
Yeah.
So have him come be like, oh, I'm a regular guy, but now I'm, like, powerful.
Yeah.
I also think that's a different problem. Man of Steel discussions for a different time.
Yeah.
But I do think that is a different problem
like
that Man of
whole
Steel did
God
have.
complex around
I mean, we have plenty of time. We can just talk about it now.
I do think that was the problem that Man of Steel did have, is that he was never really Clark Kent.
He was always Superman.
He didn't work at the Daily Planet till the end of the movie, for the last scene that he gets hired.
Yeah, it's kind of like now...
And you need that contrast between them for Superman to
He's
work as a
more
character.
Superman than he is trying to be a regular...
And that is a massive problem.
Yeah.
Because he was always more Clark Kent than he was Superman.
Yeah.
That's what made him different from the other heroes.
It was like who he was.
Yeah, and that's what made him different from the villains and the other powerful people.
He was like a kind of timid, humble...
Yeah.
Well, awkward guy.
Well, because everyone else that became as powerful as Superman or was as powerful as Superman was evil. Because they were always more the power than they were who they were before. But Superman was always more Clark Kent than he was Superman.
Yeah. And I feel that's something that does work really well about the Chris Reeve stuff. Is one, because he gives such a great performance that he has such a good job distinguishing the differences between them two. But also because he's written strong. That's why I always hate it when they decide that they're just going to have Superman's identity be public in the comics.
Because he's not Superman being Clark Kent. He's Clark Kent being Superman. Yeah. That's what he needs to be in order for that character to make sense.
And that's also kind of...
Which is why we're writing the new Superman.
That's right. We're officially announcing DC has fired Ta-Nehisi Coates.
It has hired the Brian.
Has hired the Brian's Life team.
They've hired the McDonald Media to produce the movie.
I mean, and that's what...
Superman.
That's what
Sam
I mean.
Will be like
I think
he will only talk in Donald Trump quotes.
I'll be hitting the gym.
I'm going to build a huge robot. Okay, it's gonna be fueled by these green space rocks. Very cool. But
what do we got next?
And Andrew Garfield
denies being involved in No Way Home. He claims he did not get the call.
He's pulling a Ewan McGregor.
His stuntman was on set in costume.
The gift package they gave for wrapping the movie had his character on it. He's in the thing.
He's in the thing.
But like they always report this. This is always like headline news when something like this happens. What are they gonna do? Say yes, I'm in the film?
Yeah, I mean they have to say no.
Yeah,
it's the exact same thing that kind of happened with Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were developing an Obi-Wan stuff for like 10 years.
Well, maybe you
and he was
called
like,
I'd do it.
Yeah, if they say yes, I'll do it.
No, but like,
okay.
With this, it's like Alfred Molina just came out and said it because he doesn't care.
Yeah.
But like they tell him not to say anything.
Yeah, I mean he didn't care because it was his last day of filming. He's like, what are they gonna do? Cut me out of the movie?
Between you and me, we know.
Yeah, everyone knows. Andrew Garfield knows.
Between you and me and the whole internet, we know.
Listen, Andrew. Okay, we get it.
We got you. Don't worry. We'll keep your secret.
The Mitchells versus the Machines came out. What?
Apparently, yeah. That's
Maybe
it came
that's
out.
Why it's apparently.
It's on Netflix exclusive. It was a Sony movie.
Do we care about this?
Some of the reviews were good,
No.
but
it's got really good reviews.
yeah. But a lot of the people that say it does have issues have the exact issues I pointed out when we saw the trailer. It's doing too much.
Yeah. I can see that.
It's doing way too much because they're trying to get the whole family sort of feel good dynamic with the daughter and the father, but then also Terminator happens.
Are you gonna watch it?
So what? I don't have Netflix, so no, I'm not gonna watch it. Are you gonna watch it?
Wasn't planning on it.
Yeah, I mean the animation is really good.
It's got that.
It's done by the
Spider-Verse
same team
style.
as Spider-Verse. It's directed by the same people as Spider-Verse.
I don't
Well, it's Lord and Miller.
they're producing it.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's a lot of the same team.
yeah.
In next news,
Oh yeah, Dave Bautista.
Detective
or
Pikachu isn't gonna happen.
Yeah, Justice
What?
Smith, who plays the main character in Detective Pikachu, says that Detective Pikachu is not the sequel to Detective Pikachu is not likely.
I mean, I think they already said that they're making other movies in that
Yeah.
universe. They never said if it was Detective Pikachu 2, and that really wouldn't make any sense
Yeah.
after the dad and the Pikachu are unfused because like
there.
you're gonna put them back together. You're like, no, you're a Pikachu again. Like, that'd be kind of dumb.
Reynolds, you gotta go back in the rat.
What I think they'll do, this is my dream Pokemon movie. All right,
Pokemon Origins, but in live action.
Pokemon Origins, but in live action. But Ash Ketchum is the champion.
Who plays Ash Ketchum?
You know
Who
how
cares?
cool
Doesn't
it would
matter.
be?
But Ash Ketchum
Tom
is
Holland.
Ash Ketchum is the champion of the region already, and this is a new character, and he's sort of taking on that mantle of the journey.
But you know how cool it would be to see like Pokemon in live action?
Oh,
Like we already did.
Like, but
Yeah, like an actual battle movie instead of just
Yeah.
Pikachu wandering around.
They
like not in. Do you think? I think they should still do it in like a different universe from like.
No, I mean, I think we can still use because number one, they already confirmed that the Detective Pikachu movie takes place in the future of the show.
Yeah.
So we already know it's in the same universe as the show. So Ash Ketchum is around somewhere.
or at least one of the versions of the show because Sun and Moon and the other series.
The
have
canon
different
timeline
ones.
is bombastically stupid because Pokemon doesn't matter. But yeah, my dream Pokemon movie would be some kid going on 3 movies, like two to 3 gym badges a movie, depending on how many we need to make the story work. And then at the end, the champion of whatever the region is or whatever's happening. Heck, just copy the show format and make it so that every character he meets across, like all the important characters he meets throughout the 3 movies, end up in the Champion League with him. And there's like a big tournament arc in the last movie. And then Ash, don't say anything, shh, quiet. But like the surprise champion of the region is Ash Ketchum.
I know they already announced when Detective Pikachu came out that they're doing a Mewtwo spin-off and an adaptation of Pokemon Red and Blue.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So Pokemon Origins is getting a movie adaptation, and Mewtwo is also getting a movie
if
somehow.
they ever come out, we haven't heard anything about
Yeah.
it since. So
They will make another live action
They're gonna do
Pokemon.
something.
Wait,
Something will
It's too
happen.
lucrative for them not
Yeah.
to.
If this happens in the same universe as like Pokemon the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
How come Pikachu can talk in this one but not in?
Because he was fused with a human. He wasn't really a Pikachu. It was Pikachu with his dad's brain in it. Did you watch the movie?
Okay.
Okay, well, the plot twist is, the dad was in a really bad... Ryan Reynolds was in a really bad car crash. And Pikachu was there also. And then Mewtwo was like, oh, I'm sorry, I blew up your car. I'll just put your brain in him. You're all good to go.
Are there just Pokemon all over the place in this universe?
Yeah, so the movie takes place in a city where Pokemon are not kept inside Pokeballs so that they can have Pokemon running around. But it's like this the only city where the Pokemon aren't allowed to be in Pokeballs and they just run free and they live alongside the humans in this one big city.
Okay.
That's the setting.
Next.
Anyways,
Dave Bautista was in an interview and he says that he's maybe done with Drax after Guardians 3.
he said his contract is up and he doesn't really want to play the character anymore.
Well, he said that he's like 55 coming up.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know if I can do this much anymore. But then he said later in a tweet that maybe someone else could play him. Then James Gunn replied to that tweet and was like, nah, dude. I see that you were no Drax at all. So I think, it makes sense that he's done.
Yeah.
They have said that like the current Guardians of the Galaxy lineup is
What was that?
like, finished with after Guardians 3. So this makes sense. You gotta roll in some new characters.
Yeah. I think he's a character that honestly the Guardians could be fine without. Like, I mean, he's funny and he's like a good character. But he's not like, one of the main
he's not
ones.
necessary.
Yeah.
Like you could figure out how to do without him.
And I mean, I think he's a character that it would be nice if he settled down with some other character. And
give him a happy ending.
Yeah, give him a happy ending. I don't want to see Drax die. He deserves better.
Yeah. And
He's an American hero.
That's right. He's a symbol.
He's a space hero.
And I believe it was Mahershala Ali who was interviewed, who's supposed to play Blade in the Blade movie. He said that they were supposed to start shooting this at the end of this year in the fall for the Blade movie, and he said that they're still trying to find writers and directors. So right now, the current plan is to shoot in summer of 2022. We don't know anything. I believe this movie's kind of in the back of the room.
Yeah.
They're not very focused on it. It's
they have so many projects going on right now.
Yeah, I feel this will probably be a lower budget.
This will probably be. Man, it is really windy.
Yeah.
But this will probably be the last movie they make right before the next Avengers movie. Either that or it'll be the one that's right after the next Avengers movie.
Fantastic Four is supposed to be the end of this phase, and this will either be right before that
or right after.
Because
there's always one movie they throw in right after that they weren't really planning on finishing.
After Infinity War, there's always an Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah.
My guess is they're gonna try to stick this movie right around Halloween, no matter what year it's supposed to come out. So it makes sense. If you do it by summer 2022, you can get it by 2023. I'll be interested to see if they bring him on to do this, because my guess is this will be more of a smaller project, probably lower budget. So I'm going to see what they get for that.
All right.
Now we move on to business.
The
business section.
Business time.
Which doesn't get a song because it's business.
Yeah, that's true.
We should get a green screen video of Patrick.
Apparently there was some released footage that Zack Snyder put on his Twitter of him filming a Green Lantern scene in his parking
he filmed it in his garage.
Yeah, in his driveway, he filmed the scene.
So if you remember at the end of the Snyder Cut, at the very end when Martian Manhunter shows up to a old and drunk Ben Affleck's house.
And then Ben Affleck's like, who's you doing here? And he's like, I am from space and Mars, and I am cool. Bye-bye. And Batman's like, hey, okay.
So when they made that scene, they shot it. Because if you notice, Ben Affleck doesn't say anything.
He doesn't say anything specific. Yeah.
So they shot it so they could either put in a Green Lantern
or a Martian Manhunter. And they hadn't decided which one yet.
So he shot the Green Lantern stuff. There's footage of him.
In case that's what he wanted to do.
In case that's what he wanted to put in. None of the visual effects are done. And it'd be all the same dialogue. But everyone was like, release the Green Lantern scene. I'm like, guys.
Stop.
It's okay.
Did he release
it?
It was just a picture.
He just posted some pictures of him filming it.
Is it on his Twitter?
Because apparently a lot of the
probably.
stuff, the extra stuff he filmed for this, he filmed in his garage.
Yeah.
What's his garage like?
No, it was in his driveway. It was literally just a green screen wall and then the green screen floor.
Imagine you live nearby Zack Snyder.
And then the dude was in a mocap suit and they had one camera. It was the most ghetto setup ever.
Imagine if you lived next to Zack Snyder and you just walked by and he's filming extra Snyder.
It had imagine if one of the set of our Brian's Life videos had a $50 budget instead of a $0 budget. All right. Morbius gets pushed back to January 28th.
Yeah, I believe this is a week delay.
Who cares?
Still no one will see
it. Don't release the Morbius movie. Keep it in the toilet where it belongs.
Don't let Jared Leto get a job.
Keep Jared Leto from working ever. He's weird. You know he has a cult?
Yeah, everyone knows.
Actual cult.
Yeah, everyone knows.
They go on an island retreat once a year.
Yeah, I bet you there's anything
who played the Green Lantern?
I don't know.
I forget his name.
It was Jon Stewart Green Lantern though, which is the one everyone wants.
The monkey guy?
No, that's different Green Lantern.
All right, and Cinemark's Q1 sales fall 80%. CEO says that they are on the road to recovery. How does that happen? There's movies coming out now. Demon Slayer just came out.
Where is it? Is this it? Whoa, his driving.
I know, he's got a pretty sick.
And we didn't talk about this last time, but yeah, Demon Slayer's way overperforming. Like a stupid amount of overperforming.
I believe it beat Mortal Kombat last week.
Which that makes sense.
It's in this week. This week it was the Guy Ritchie film Wrath of Man, starring Jason Statham.
Great.
Oh, he's just wearing a mocap.
Yeah.
Did they just replace the same guy to make the same guy?
No, it was a different guy playing Martian Manhunter. But the Martian Manhunter one was fully CG, so they didn't have to film it.
Yeah.
They just need to record the lines. All right, is that everything? Oh no, we got some tech time.
Patrick, you ready for tech time?
And then I'm gonna go to the bathroom before we do Bad Batch stuff.
What is Apollo Global?
What is Apollo
I
Global?
believe it's like just like a group of investors.
All right, actually, let's take a break now.
Okay, we'll do a break. Then we'll go back to New Tech Time. Stay tuned, everybody.
Did you get mint dust on my chair?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Might be toothpaste.
it's mint. Is there toothpaste on you?
There was a little bit.
Why was there toothpaste on you?
The sun poured.
What?
Are we rolling?
Yes, we're rolling. Why are you covered in toothpaste? The heck?
Sometimes it's just
This is why I don't want you sitting in my chair. Because you're leaking toothpaste for some reason.
Alright.
The heck?
Patrick, can you turn down your snake playing, please? Oh, we're true professionals.
All right. Leaky toothpaste boy aside. All right. Verizon sells Yahoo to Apollo Global for $5 billion.
Good riddance, Yahoo.
Yeah. See, the thing
Why
is,
is it worth $5 billion?
Apollo Global is
well,
private.
they sold Yahoo and AOL to Apollo Global for $5 billion. They bought Yahoo and AOL for $10 billion. So they're losing $5 billion on the sale.
Well, Yahoo didn't increase in its value. So
Yeah.
Makes sense.
What were they hoping it would?
Do you
It's
buy something and
Yahoo.
hope it doesn't?
It's Yahoo.
They
You
were
think
like,
it's ever going to be relevant? again?
maybe we can turn this around.
Maybe it'll be like Google, but worse, like it always has been.
Yeah.
And people only use Bing to search to download Google.
Yeah. All right. Apple getting the pan. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Apple's getting sued by Fortnite. Apple's getting sued by Epic Games because of antitrust stuff.
And don't they also have a conflict going on with Tile?
Kind of, but it's not really relevant. Tile's basically just whining because
Because it
AirTags are so
works.
much better than their product.
Like, why is Apple allowed to?
Why is
compete
Apple
with us?
allowed to make products better than ours?
We're all for competing, but when they go and start making better products,
when you start making stuff better than ours,
You know,
I
I'm
don't
all in
like
favor
it.
of free market, but if the products get better than my product, then I'm shutting it down.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say
it
no.
is
on that.
anti-competitive to make a better
It's
product.
anti-competitive to be better at us than our own
But, I mean, that's what
job.
happens whenever Apple enters a product category. It's like they make it better.
Well,
think
their argument is that Apple is unfairly leveraging their ecosystem.
But that's not true because Tile could use the Find My network if they wanted.
Yeah, and that's what Apple's argument
Which
is.
is exactly why they opened up the Find My network.
Yeah, exactly for this reason. Now,
But
Tile is saying that we don't want to use the Find My network
It weakens
because
theirs.
it weakens their own network.
And then they're dependent on Apple, and then people who use like Androids or anything would kind of be screwed.
Yeah, that's their argument. And then what I would say to that is, fine, make
Making your own crappy product. that
make
nobody
yours
can buy,
Android exclusive and give it the same features as the AirTag,
which you really could do because
which is
it's open source.
totally possible. You totally do that. There's nothing stopping you from doing that.
Just
You think Android phones don't have the technological ability to
they have,
point an arrow at a tracking device?
They could, yeah. It's just Apple just did it first.
Did it first,
Which
is
why
rare.
Why hasn't they? That seemed like it should have been a thing ages ago.
Apple really killed it with their AirTags. I'm not gonna lie. They're coming in at a cheaper price with a better product.
And I'm not gonna buy one, but still, it's kind of impressive.
I might buy one, or maybe the little 4-pack.
That's like $100 for the 4-pack.
Well, yeah, but I could put one in my backpack, one in my laptop bag, one on my keys,
Yeah.
and then I have another one. Maybe I
But
could stick
then
it to
you
my
gotta-
wallet or something.
You also gotta buy,
Well, but keep in mind, if you just want one, it's only $30
But you
bucks.
got
That's
it.
not bad at all.
but you still have to buy the $30 thing that.
No, the
carries-
clips are $10.
They are.
Yeah,
We'll go for it.
I might do that, but we'll see.
But
I'm gonna
if
buy
you
it
don't
for
have
first.
an iPhone 12 though, it's not gonna work. Like do the.
Yeah, I went to the funny arrow thing.
But you said you're gonna buy an iPhone 12, so it's okay.
I might. I'm thinking about it.
I recommend.
Anyways,
Or
is
just
that all
wait
the?
for iPhone 13?
Yeah,
Not small or not.
yeah, of course, maybe I doubt it, but I'm hoping that if the iPhone, I don't know if I want to do the 12, because I'm worried that the iPhone 13 might have the 90 hertz refresh rate screen,
Oh, it probably will.
and that's something I actually want. But I want to know if it's only on the Pro, because if it's only on the Pro, I'm not going to buy it.
Okay, I think right now they have a huge problem where the 12 and the 12 Pro are like way too
Basically
similar.
identical. See, that's why I'm worried they're
Which is
gonna.
why-
yeah.
It's gonna be like that. Trust me.
So I might just get the 12 because I know the 13 is gonna be barely different except for the 90 hertz screen, and that's only gonna be on the Pro. So I don't really
Because
care.
they have to differentiate them somehow. Now that the
Yeah.
screens are like literally they're the same.
I'm pretty sure it'll. Here's my predictions for the iPhone 13 for y'all listening out there.
It's gonna be bigger.
So no, it won't be bigger. It'll be the exact same size.
It's gonna have.
It'll have-
Pro Max is
For the
already too
for the
big.
non-Pro version, it'll be exactly the same size as the 12. It'll have exactly the same screen. It will have the cameras of the 12 Pro Max.
Do you think the Pro Max will be the only one that has the refresh rate, or do you think the other Pro will also?
I don't know because they did do that weird thing with the cameras.
In the iPads, the bigger iPad is hardware locked with the new screen. Only the 12.9 has the really cool screen.
The mini LED.
Wait, hang on. Do we know for sure we're getting iPhone 13 this year and not iPhone 12s Plus?
They haven't done an S in a long time.
They did an
Not since the
S
10.
for
They did
iPhone 10.
10s.
Yeah, but they didn't do one for the 11.
Yeah, but this we could be getting an S for this though.
But you know
We
what
don't know
sounds
for sure.
We
it
could.
sounds newer if you say 13.
They only ever do S's if they don't have enough technology to fully do a new iPhone.
No, because the 6S is so much better than the 6 that it's like still getting updates, and the 6 stopped getting updates like 3 years ago.
I really hope they keep the square design. Well, they're definitely going to keep it for this next one. But the square design is so much better.
Like
They'll keep the square design for 4 or 5 more years, then
No,
we'll go back
because
to the round one.
Now it's on everything. It's on the iPads. It's now on the iMac. It's
For the
on
next 5
the
years.
iPhones.
After 5 years,
then
everything
they
will
go
be
back
round again.
because then they can pretend like the rounder edges are new.
Do you
Yeah.
think it's going to the Apple Watch?
No.
The Apple Watch.
No, the
Series
Apple-
6,
if
that's
you-
a huge update.
Trust me, you don't want a square smartwatch.
Yeah,
I
that's
had the
uncomfortable.
Pebble Steel. Square smartwatches are not as comfortable. Trust me. Trust me. I know from experience.
But you know
Why?
the-
Shut up, Wind. Thank you.
The new,
All right.
the Series 6 was a really significant upgrade to the Apple Watch.
Yeah, it added a lot of cool sensors and things.
It's magical.
I wish they would sell the last year's Apple Watch in case you don't want the newest one.
Well, you can buy it used.
Yeah, but that's gross.
You think used is gross?
Yeah. Got someone's sweaty funk
And
on
it's
it.
got a used up battery.
Yeah, it got a used up battery. Got some sweaty funk in the band lock. Anyways, any other tech talk before we go?
Oh, how's Apple doing in that lawsuit against Epic?
There's nothing really going on yet. There's been
I know-
a lot of concept art for
Yeah, no, a
Fortnite
lot
was
of
released.
stuff has been released.
Samus Aran concept art came out for the last season's Battle Pass.
Yeah,
So which means
obviously never happened. I think that
yeah,
was just Xbox.
Nintendo definitely said
No.
No, I think that was just Xbox going. If we get, well, it was Epic going. If we
Yeah.
get the okay on this, we
Yeah.
kinda got some looks going. Oh, poor Patrick.
What is it?
He only got a score of 80 in Snake.
Oh, what a
Playing Snake
shame.
this whole time. But yeah, and there was also some stuff that was like Xbox thought that was Breath of the Wild 2 was supposed to come out last year. They were anticipating it.
Why would Xbox stuff be leaking from and Nintendo stuff be coming from the Epic Games lawsuit?
Xbox and PlayStation talking to Epic and stuff.
But why would Breath of the Wild 2 have come out last year?
They were just thinking it would come out last year.
But that's not related to the lawsuit in any way.
I know, I'm just saying that there's been stuff coming out about
Is
it.
the Switch still the most popular console?
I think it is right now, yeah, because it's the only one you can buy.
I think PS5 is like, if there was stock, it would be right.
Well, I think PS5 was the best selling,
I
but
think it still is. I think it did beat Switch for like
for a few
holiday
months,
season.
yeah.
But
Switch got the family games though.
well, but like PS5, they have the problem.
I mean, the Switch is killing it right now. They have the games people actually want to play. They have the price that no one else can compete
the
with.
Switch has the important thing, which is the highest attach rate, which is what you want.
Yeah, well, I mean, and they sell way more. Like, I think the average PlayStation and Xbox like game sales is like 6 per console. Like most people buy 6 games. For the Switch, like everyone I know has like at least 7 or 8.
And they cost the
Yeah,
same.
because it's more of the 3DS. For
Yeah.
mobile consoles, people tend to buy more games.
I mean, look, I got like 10 just sitting right there.
How many Xbox games do you have?
None.
I mean, I
I
don't have
don't
any
own
X.
an
Well, I
Xbox.
mean, if you count PC,
PlayStation.
I guess I have like Fallen
PlayStation,
Order.
Like 6.
I have Fallen Order on my
6 maybe
computer.
I have
Does
6
that
maybe
count?
7, but like 2 of those are collections. So.
Yeah.
Bad Batch.
It was very
That's up
good.
next.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk Bad Batch.
I went in with like really low.
Yeah, I did not think
because-
it was going to be as
You
good as
like
it
us
was.
Not play Snake
Because
Fest
I didn't really enjoy the Bad Batch arc,
Yeah, I thought it was kind of. I mean, I thought it was fun, but I thought it was a little too.
Phone stop.
and the characters were a bit too eccentric. I think to kind of go for like a, to be its own series.
Wait, hang on.
Did you ever press record?
Yeah, I did.
But
Did you press record on that camera?
Yeah, that one's going.
okay, well I'll just keep talking. So, but
Yeah.
with this, they fixed the characters. The characters are actually likable and fun. I like the conflict that they kind of brought in between Crosshair and.
Hey, spoilers.
Oh.
Spoiler alert!
Well, we don't say what happens.
I like the conflict they brought in between like Hunter.
We'll say what
and
happens in a minute.
Because Crosshair, he's got the inhibitor chip, so he's like, he thinks he's fit to lead.
Well, they all have the inhibitor chip. It's just his was the only one that worked.
Yeah, so he thinks he's fit to lead the squad, and Hunter isn't. But Hunter is like actually a cool guy, and I like him.
Yeah. So Crosshair is like he gets affected by Order 66. Spoilers. And I really like the opening with
I
Kanan.
thought
That was cool.
I really like the. I
Like
really.
the Caleb Dune thing.
I
Yeah.
like how it started like a Clone Wars episode. Where it starts with
Oh,
the
and then-
narration. Also.
Also, it had the Clone Wars text, and
Yeah.
it was burned
It
away by the
literally-
Bad Batch text. That
it's-
was cool.
They know it's a Clone Wars.
Well, it's a Clone Wars spin-off, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, that episode might have been the last time we hear Tom Kane's voice.
No, never.
Well, because he had a stroke and he can't talk anymore,
Oh.
so that's why.
Yeah.
So that might have been the last time we heard him do a Star Wars voice.
Yeah.
which is kinda
Narration. Yeah, that's
But
kind of
he
sad.
was
He was. He was.
He was
Yoda.
also Admiral.
He was Admiral Yularen and he
Yeah.
was Yoda and all the stuff.
Yeah.
So that
Where,
makes sense.
how are they gonna find someone who's like that talented again?
You convince Frank Oz to leave his house.
Bring Frank Oz. Make a clone of Frank Oz. Give it an inhibitor chip.
No, he would still make him
That's
so he
funny.
agrees to do it.
Of his own free will, of course.
Of course.
He would never force him to do anything.
Disney would never do that.
Disney would never do anything.
Never ever. They've never done anything evil ever.
They're a,
Just don't see who makes your history textbook. Don't do that. Don't look
it's
that
not
up.
Discovery.
It's not Discovery
No,
or
it's not National Geographic. It's not.
or the History Channel, which they own both of.
Which I believe they do own. Yeah, I thought the opening was great. I thought that was a great way to start it. I thought that was a funny Easter egg for people who know who
Yeah.
that character is. That is a change from what his canon origin is.
No, it's the same.
Slightly.
It's slightly. There's, it was a different location and scenario.
But does
kinda.
anyone care?
No, because he pretty much said
But
that's what happened.
Specifically, there was a canon comic book that was different
Oh.
from what happened.
There was a
Canon comic books are not canon. They say
yeah,
they
well,
pretend to be canon. They're not.
Well,
They're only canon until something else comes out that makes them
the
uncanon.
shows are the shows and the movies are above the comics
Yeah.
and the books. So
Like it's the same with the Ahsoka book about the
yeah, 'cause
Mandalore
the
thing.
Ahsoka,
Like that was canon until Clone
that
Wars
was
came out,
canon
and
until Clone Wars came out.
yeah.
Which I believe is still.
I mean it's
considered
basically the
canon.
same.
There's
but-
no differences.
Yeah.
It's just describing it instead of showing it.
Yeah.
Okay, but so the first episode was pretty long.
It was long, but it was good.
But it was
Hour
good.
10,
It didn't
yeah.
drag.
I don't think it dragged at all.
A lot of people were like wondering who that Jedi was that died on Camino. I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember when they first arrive and they're carrying a Jedi on a
And then the
stretcher?
lightsaber falls out.
Yeah.
Just a Jedi. Who cares?
Yeah, it doesn't matter at all.
It was Order 66.
Yeah.
Everyone dead.
All the Jedi's
No,
dead.
but it was super cool how... Who's the cloning lady?
Laura, something Sue. Laura Sue?
the Camino.
Yeah.
Who knows?
It's something Sue. It ends with Sue.
Lema Sue or something?
Lima Sue.
Okay, well, you know, at the end, how she, kind of saves him?
Mhm.
Lets him free? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because she's... Yeah, they're obviously setting up... the Empire's obviously going to kill the Kaminoans.
That'll be the finale
Yeah.
of the show.
Because, look, who else in the galaxy is capable of creating an army that is genetically perfect and can hypothetically rival the Empire?
Yeah.
No, it,
Only the
it would be better.
only Camino could do that. They are the only ones with the ability to do
comes
that.
in, he really hates clones.
And they have to also explain why there's no clone armies in
Tarkin hates clones.
The other
and he
movies.
thinks he can do the same thing for half the price.
Yeah.
I know my favorite part of the
He's wrong, but
No, my favorite part of the episode was like the Kaminoans were like, "Hey, we have a contract to make more clones, and you have to pay us."
Well,
And he's
that
like-
was
he's like,
with the
No, and he was
no,
like,
we
"Well,
changed
we
our
changed
name.
our name, so it doesn't count anymore."
You had a contract with.
Actually,
the
your
Republic.
lawyers are really bad. So
That's not. That
We
works
are
fine.
now the Galactic
But I
Empire.
guess he's the government.
yeah,
so
he's
what are they gonna
he's the
do?
giant space government. And they just yeah. What are you gonna do?
You know what's kind of cool in the next episode is how they give everybody like the chain codes.
Well, let's not jump ahead of ourselves, guys.
Yeah, let's stay
Save
on the
for
first episode, and then
premiere.
we'll get there.
So,
Omega
Omega, she's
is an
new.
interesting character.
She's the fifth and final of the
Of-
modified clones.
which, if you notice,
She's obviously force sensitive.
is that you think that's what they're leaning towards?
Obviously.
It's either that.
Remember when?
I feel
No.
it'd be better
Remember
if
when she goes up to Crosshair and she's like, "I can sense what you're feeling. You feel exactly like this, and you're going to do this."
Yeah.
And then he feels like that and goes and does that.
Yeah, like that might be what this
And it's the same with remember when she picks up what's
Blaster.
it? The doll, and she
Oh.
immediately knows that it's Wreckers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the blaster too.
No, but she's the new Ahsoka of this show.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's
What's
that.
interesting about her just as a clone is she wasn't educated the same way the other clones are.
No, because she's different.
She's
Well,
very different.
Because the other clones, if you remember in episode 2, they explain that like they run them through a bunch of simulations, so they're familiar with other planets and
Yeah.
other terrain and stuff like that. As soon as she lands
She
on
knows nothing
Syndulla,
about
I think is
anything.
the planet.
Yeah.
She's like, wow, dirt.
She's never seen dirt before.
Yeah.
So she's like, I don't know, maybe if she's just really stupid, or if she was just like educated differently from the
No.
other clones. But that's an interesting
And then
detail.
clearly, like, because she was going around, she was the medical assistant or whatever.
Yeah, and that's another interesting thing is like the I think whatever Sue says like, oh, she has a very curious
I
mind,
think
but then
she
they're like
feels
also
like-
not teaching her
I
anything.
think she feels like she's kind of like a child to her.
Yeah.
Her little pal.
I think you're right about them setting up that she's force sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
I think because the big question around her is
What's
every
what's
other
different?
clone had a purpose. What's her purpose?
Yeah,
I think they're setting it up that the Kaminoans were trying to figure out how to clone Jedi.
force sensitives. Yeah,
They're
Do
trying to
you
figure out how to
think
force
she's a
sensitive
clone
cloning.
of Django?
I think they said she was.
They said
I think
she
they
is,
confirmed
but
she is.
I think it's going to be revealed that they like put some other DNA in there.
Yeah, I think she's a chimera.
Yeah, they
Put
kind
some
of
Sheev in there.
because like I don't know how much editing you can do to one make them into a female and two give them an Australian accent.
They
So,
all kind of have the Australian accent.
Yeah, a little, just like a little bit.
I don't. What is Tamara Morrison? Like, what's his?
Australian, right?
Is he
Or
Australian?
Tasmanian.
I think he's
No,
from like.
I
New Zealand.
thought he was. Wait, no, I'm thinking of the Boba Fett guy.
Who's the-
That is the Boba.
That
Fett
is the
guy.
Boba
Okay, I think he's like a Pacific Islander. I thought.
Yeah,
But he's so cool.
Because he had the what's that sticky? The way he was fighting in Mandalorian is something that he like already knew from
Yeah.
growing up
Which
where he
was
grew up.
epic.
Which was
So
cool.
epic. When you freaking smash their helmets and you see the chunks of the helmets.
That was cool, but we're not talking about that right now.
Cool.
Bad Batch.
What else happened in the
I
first
feel the
episode?
most interesting thing that they're addressing is, obviously there's been just too much Star Wars stuff that's been set in that gap between
Okay.
3 and 4.
And
Yeah.
This is a good place to be, I think.
I feel this is if you're gonna do something
Yeah.
in this area, we've had right before Episode 4, and we've had in that whole area where the Empire was set up,
And then we
all
had
this
Rogue
stuff.
One.
Rogue One was right before Episode 4. That was right
And
towards.
so is Rebels.
But
So
this
is
is
Rebels.
so cool because you're seeing like the transition.
This is
I like
this
the
is
fight
what
after.
I wanted Rebels to be, and that's what they told us Rebels was, and it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, these are the guys who lit the spark of the rebellion. It's like, no, they're not.
They're just
There's
dudes.
already all of these dudes with an army. These guys are just like basically crappy smugglers
These guys
that
are
get
just
caught every other time.
like
they're just running around doing
Yeah,
whatever.
like in Rebels, freaking the Leia's already around like doing stuff.
Yeah.
Like she's already leading the rebellion.
And Hera's team is like, oh, we're gonna go steal some guns.
Yeah.
Honestly, you can think of the Bad Batch as the first rebellion.
Yeah, that's really where the
Well,
rebellion
and there's
started.
also Saw Gerrera who has a little
Yeah.
cameo. I don't think he'll.
Because-
he'll probably show up
okay.
again, but no,
Saw Gerrera is
yeah,
just
big.
becoming this character where if there's a Star Wars spin-off,
Yeah,
he's
just
for
there.
sure in it, unless it takes place after Rogue
The
One.
Bad Batch thought they were going to go and take out some droids, but it ended up it was
Being
like
Saw Gerrera's
Saw Gerrera's
group.
little group, and they're like, okay, we can't do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
They also let Caleb Doom go.
Yeah. or Hunter did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crosshair wanted to shoot him.
Crosshair was like, I'm gonna shoot
yeah.
that guy.
Good
I feel that's an
soldiers
interesting
follow
way to have a main villain for your show. Is
Yeah.
To have him be what was one of your
Order 66.
We're
Yeah.
like best pals.
Mhm.
You know what kind of bugs me with the show?
It
It's
is-
like they have no feelings when they're like beating up other clones. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
they
these
just
were
don't
your
care.
brothers,
Yeah.
Well,
guy.
they set up that like the other clones hated him
Yeah, and I
because
guess
they were different.
Yeah, they already didn't they already have a track record for like kind of not caring about regular clones to
they
begin
hated
with.
them, they would call
Yeah,
them
didn't they already like kill them like
Yeah.
basically
Yeah,
indiscriminately? Yeah.
But they kind of brought in Echo. Though.
I think they will try. Well, yeah, but Echo was.
Echo's basically a robot.
Yeah.
Now.
I think they will eventually try to like Captain Rex.
Captain Rex, we know is going to show up in this.
They'll eventually try to
Well,
take.
they already teased him.
They already
Yeah.
teased him
They already
episode
named.
two.
Well, we'll get to that
Yeah.
one first. But I think they will try to take the inhibitor chip out of Crosshair.
I think they. Yeah, I think they will.
But
I think that's where it's
amplified
going.
it. They pumped it up to 11.
Well, but you can still cut it out. Like they did on Fives and on
Just knock them
Rex.
out. Just pull that thing out.
and on Wolf and a couple other guys.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cool to go back to that planet where.
Yeah, and you remember I told you
Yeah. You
when
did
we
say
were at
that.
Country Burger, I was like, I know where they're going.
You told
I
me
gotta
that
figure it
over-
out.
Over text.
Yeah.
You were like, oh, this is where they're going. And then
Which
they did.
I think
Which
would
was
have
cool.
been better if they would have like set up the fact that those two characters know each
It
other.
is interesting that now did they say Order 66 at like at any point when they were
Yeah.
talking to the guy? I don't think they
Guy.
specifically mentioned Order
Went to
66.
The deserter clone.
Yeah, because he
No,
should
they
still have the
just
chip,
said
right?
they-
Yeah, I guess. But he never got the transmission.
No, they just said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
They just
but if
said-
they told him that, then that would be a
No,
problem.
they just said the clones turned on the Jedi.
Yeah.
That's what they said. They never said Order 60.
And because Captain Rex didn't, I mean, they didn't say if he did or
It's
not, but
not
he
like
just
there
came
were
in
Jedi
being
there
like,
to kill.
Yeah.
and Captain Rex could have also been like, hey, you might want to go get that checked.
Yeah, he could have just stopped by and was like,
You
hey,
might want to fix that up real quick.
Your wife might want to.
Just so you know, your wife, you might try to kill her if you don't fix that.
They were giving all the boys the chain codes, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool that they stole the chain codes.
Yeah. I think. Yeah. Again, I do think the most interesting part of this is like
And it does also show kind of from a political standpoint
the rapid change.
how
Yeah.
the Republic
And they're
transitioned,
still,
which is really cool. That's something we
Yeah,
haven't
that's
seen at
really
all.
interesting.
and they're
I
still
really like that stuff in
clones.
this.
Yeah, and they're still clones.
I like the phasing out, like the phasing out of clone
Yeah,
troopers.
it's gonna be
That's
really
kinda-
interesting to see how that goes with the
Yeah.
Kaminoans and the clones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right about the Kaminoan thing. I think that's our season finale we're building toward.
We're definitely gonna
Is
see
some
like
sort of battle on Kamino. 'Cause
Yeah,
I think what's gonna happen is
you
the
remember
Bad Batch is gonna rally a bunch of clone troopers to fight back because
Yeah.
they're gonna try to like kill them all.
Yeah,
or-
no,
Yeah.
I think what the Kaminoans are gonna do because they can change the programming, right?
hypothetically.
So
Yeah.
they're just gonna make them turn against the Empire.
Yeah, I think that might end up happening.
You know
Well,
what-
I don't
Well,
know.
not all of them. But
I don't
think-
know if they can change the existing clones programming, but they could make new ones with their
You
own
know what would
programming.
also be cool is wait, what was I gonna say? Shoot.
Because I think it would have been a. This is like Star Wars law, which is really confusing and sometimes stupid. But I think they couldn't do it before because Jango Fett sold his genome to the Republic and not to the Kaminoans. But since he's dead, I believe the rights to his genome now belong to the Kaminoans. So they could make their own army out
You
of his.
remember
genes.
Solo, where they have like the holograms that are like, "Come and fight for your empire."
Yeah.
Like, that's. I think they're gonna have like a bunch of like that type propaganda stuff popping up.
Yeah, I mean we saw it in Rebels too.
And like contracting, becoming fighters. for
Yeah,
the
I think
Empire.
as we go throughout the season, we'll see like more stormtroopers popping up, and there's less clones.
Yeah, I mean we can start talking about the episode 2.
And you can already
Yeah.
see like differences in the armor. They're already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what happens in episode. How does episode 2 start? They're just
Episode
talking
two is
with
they
the
just kinda
guys.
land, they just kind of chill with.
Yeah,
Omega
remember-
freaks out about dirt.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. That's the first thing. And then they go to the little farmhouse, and then Omega.
I think it was also cool to see those cat monsters from episode 2.
Two come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were playing ball, and then Omega goes and gets the ball outside the fence, but then this big monster guy.
I thought we were going to see some sort of force something from her in that scene, but I guess not.
No, they're doing another
Come on,
trademark.
they can't just like give it away.
Yeah, too fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta build that up. But
We know it's coming.
we know it's gonna be there.
I wanna
Someone's
see-
gotta have a lightsaber.
I want to see
Fucking
Jek
Dave's, like,
14.
straight
I want to see
shooting.
Jek 14 show up in Bad Batch. That's what I want. You know who Jek 14 is, Patrick? All
Patrick,
right.
are you a fan of the classic,
So-
the Yoda Chronicles?
Lego miniseries. Okay, there was this clone in the Yoda Chronicles Lego miniseries who had an arm. He was a clone, but he had an arm made out of kyber crystal, and he had like stupidly strong force
Like
powers,
more powerful than Anakin
like
Skywalker.
absurd force powers.
That's something Dave would do. Come on.
It does. It is a
Dave
cool
Filoni
character.
doesn't know that exists.
Conceptually
Yes, he
speaking,
does.
it is a cool character.
Yeah, obviously, so Dave Filoni is not as involved with the show as he was with Clone Wars or Rebels.
Really? He's like
So,
everything.
He's
on
listed
this.
as the creator. He co-created it with someone else.
Well,
they
they don't.
film
It
animation.
doesn't look like he co-created it.
He
It
did
looks
not
like
direct
he
the
created
pilot.
it.
He co-wrote the pilot, and he's an executive producer.
Yeah.
That's all he was for Clone Wars, really.
No, for Clone Wars, he was the supervising director, and he wrote a bunch of episodes.
Yeah.
So he's less involved in this
He's probably doing.
he's doing live action
doing
stuff.
Boba Fett.
He's
right?
doing Ahsoka and Boba Fett and whatever Mandalorian season 3.
They've like officially made Dave the head of Star Wars.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Kathleen Kennedy.
Well, he's basically become the creative director of Star Wars.
Because
Yeah.
everything he makes
I think he
is
that's
good.
Is he the creative director? Is that his actual title?
Everything he does is good and makes money, and everything Kathleen Kennedy does is sucky and bad.
Well, because she's a businesswoman. She's not a
Well,
creative.
She never was.
She's trying
Yeah.
to be a creative though.
Yeah.
And she's not.
She wants
Well, I think they've realized now
that, she's
that
not
she
doing
needs
that.
to sort of stay in her role and let Dave Filoni
Look
do
what
his
he's been
job.
doing. Everything he's been doing has been good.
Yeah. Now I'm not one of the like Dave Filoni conspiracy theorists that there's some secret coup going on at Disney.
No, there is not.
But I do think
She's still her.
yeah, I do what I think happened is she did her best. It didn't work out,
Mhm.
and she's just sort of letting Dave Filoni handle the creative reins.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like 100%.
Cuz they don't
Her choice.
hate each other.
Yeah.
Like
No, they
they
don't.
get along.
They have to.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people.
But you know Bob at Disney. I think
Bob Iger.
I think no, the new Bob.
Bob Chapek.
Yeah, I think
New Bob.
he's having
New
a little
Bob.
bit of say in what's going on.
Yeah, I think he's been like, "Hey, so
Kathleen, you're
look,
gonna handle business.
you did your
That's
best.
job,
You did your
know?
best, but let the cowboy hat guy run things now, okay?"
He's the cowboy of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Star Wars cowboy.
I know there are a lot of people who want Dave Filoni to just run all the Lucasfilm,
But
and
he
I'm like,
can't.
That's not gonna happen.
no, that's
And you don't.
And that's
want
not
that.
you don't want that because
You
he's
don't.
not a
He's
businessman.
not a business
You
guy.
want him to focus on story.
and
Yeah.
and he doesn't, and because like Kathleen Kennedy is in charge of Lucasfilm, the company.
Yeah, and
That's-
there's more to Lucasfilm
there-
than just
there's
Star
not just
Wars
Star
shows.
Wars.
Yeah.
There's merchandise.
There's the other IPs they
There's
own. There's the video
games.
games. There's
Well, there
Industrial
used to
Light
be
Magic,
video games.
Skywalker Sound. All of that is Lucasfilm.
Indiana
Yeah.
Jones.
There's a lot of stuff that a lot of people. There's a lot of stuff that Lucasfilm does.
People just
In
a
the
lot of people
Star
forget
Wars?
there's more than Star Wars.
And,
Yeah.
and you want Dave to be the Star
And
Wars
you want
boy.
Dave to be the Star Wars guy. You don't want him running a bunch of stuff that he doesn't
Yeah.
care about or know.
Now, I mean, Avatar was good. He made that too, but
But like,
put him just
But
leave
now
him with
it's the
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars.
you don't want to just throw him into a role where you're just like, hey, figure out how to like run like a multi-million-dollar company.
Yeah,
Like he doesn't know how. So you want to keep him in that creative
And we
position.
want him to be directing and
Yeah, and
learning
you want him to be
and-
involved in the creative process. Kathleen Kennedy is very
But we
much.
don't want her to be involved.
Well,
in the
like she's
creative
very much
process.
of like a supervisor.
yeah,
Like, yeah, a lot of people do blame her for a lot of the creative choices that they
and a lot of it is
And a lot of
her
it
fault.
is
Yeah,
justified.
But a lot of it's because of the team she put together around. her.
yeah.
A lot of
Well, and a lot of that is
But
also
now Dave's put together his own team.
a lot of that is also Disney Studios coming in and going, "Hey, so we did a focus group,
yeah.
and
We need more
we need
female
you to make it
characters."
worse."
Okay, but now we got the John Favreau and the Dave Filoni type duo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
going on.
And
And it's working. It's clicking.
Yeah, it's working
and
good.
we'll see how long John Favreau sticks around.
Before he's like, I'm gonna do something different
Well,
now.
because like he
He jumps around.
jumps around.
Yeah,
He's in that Disney family because he did.
you know,
he's
I,
Marvel.
I
Yeah,
think he's slowly gonna be losing. You know, kind of fading
Taking
out
a
of
back seat.
Mandalorian.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think.
I think he's like, I created this. Have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's gonna stay on because they've said that they're building up
Maybe
to like
a
a big.
producer.
I think he'll stay on till season 3 or whatever the like series arc is for.
Yeah, and then he'll.
For-
It's gonna be so
Mandalorian.
cool.
Which I think
Like,
is when that show will end.
they're building
Yeah.
to such a cool.
I don't think Mandalorian will get more than 4 seasons.
No.
I think season 3, maybe season 4, and then I think we're
Yeah,
done
then
with
I
that.
think
You know, I think they're gonna be smart. I think they're gonna end it when it naturally ends.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna like drag it out.
You don't want.
They're not going to Game of Thrones
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Oh no, the books aren't finished yet.
Yeah.
We gotta go make something else in like 4 minutes.
Stab the queen, dragons. We did it.
The end.
We did it, guys.
Goodbye.
High five. High five.
Oh no, there was a coffee cup on screen the whole time.
Oh well, who cares? Yeah. Anyways, where were we with Bad Batch? We were like in the middle of the second episode.
Sorry, we got side.
No,
it's so.
It's
hard.
been good, guys. It's been good.
Yeah, but
I am
then-
really
Oh,
enjoying
so
this.
Omega was like they were gonna send her away with the other farm people, but we all knew that wasn't.
We all knew that wasn't happening.
And then
And
Omega
now this does confirm something that I'm sad to say, but Hunter's gonna die for sure, 100%. And here's why. When was the last time you saw little girl grizzly old man duo and the grizzly old man didn't immediately die whenever the thing ended?
Last of Us 2, Joel didn't die until the second game.
Yeah,
But
he's
he
dead.
did die.
No, but I think they're...
When has there ever been a grizzly old man, little girl duo, and the man didn't die?
He's not-
Ever.
Okay.
Name me one time that didn't
I
happen.
not
can't
gonna
name that
just,
many
like-
grizzly old man and girl duos.
He's not gonna suddenly.
It happens all the
die.
time. There's Logan. There's Last of Us you
Look,
named already. There's
He's not just gonna die.
it
I
happened
don't
like
think
2
he'll
or
die
3
this
different times in Game of Thrones.
He'll die at the end of the show.
No,
When the
I
show's
think-
run its
I mean, Ray and Luke, that's another one.
Yeah, I think they're just
But
doing...
Luke was old.
They're doing another...
Grizzly old man.
They're doing what is now the tried and true Star Wars play of surrogate dad.
Yeah, surrogate dad. No, the surrogate
But
dad always
it's
gets
weird.
dead.
It's
Yeah.
weird because they're like brother and sister.
I mean,
Yeah,
technically, yeah.
sorta.
But I mean, technically, like Boba Fett was Jango's kid, and he was like technically their
The
siblings.
same.
Yeah. Well, technically
Genetically
the
speaking,
same
they're
person.
twins. Yeah.
Yeah. I like where this is going. How long do you think this, like, in terms of seasons?
3 or 4.
I give it. I give it 2
2
or 3.
max. I don't even know if
I
it'll get
don't
a
think
second
it-
season.
I think we're gonna probably get a season 2.
I think we might get a season 2, but there's a good chance it's a 1-season show.
Yeah, it might be. Like, I don't
But then what's next?
know
Rebels.
how much. Like,
Are they gonna do another Clone Wars?
I think if there's another Star Wars animated show, it'll be Rebels Part 2, whatever that is.
no, they're
Oh, but that
They
no,
were
that
de-
is the Mandalorian.
they
saga.
were
Oh, that's
developing a
true.
Rebels follow up. Like,
But that's
cartoon.
That's
But
getting
they folded
incorporated
all
into
that
the yeah.
Mandalorian stuff that's happening.
Honestly, I don't know. We might get something post episode
Well,
I
9.
think we're gonna
We're
get
gonna
some
get-
High Republics.
High Republic.
Yeah, well, it'll either be High Republic, Old Republic, or post
They
9.
haven't announced anything, but they literally announced everything.
Yeah. I mean, we are getting Star Wars Visions, but that's sort of an
That's
anthology
not-
thing.
That's not really like a real.
And that's going to be I'm
That's
making a
short.
prediction now. That's going to be 6 episodes.
But-
They're
no,
gonna be
they said 8 shorts.
Something
Yeah.
in Clone Wars or Rebels animation style, preferably Clone Wars.
I think this is our last of our Clone Wars. I think they're gonna try something new for if they do a different
Yeah.
cartoon. Because like
I want a Star Wars anime so bad,
I think
guys.
you
You
might
don't
get-
understand.
I don't.
You don't understand how bad I want a
I
Star
think
Wars
it might
anime.
be like Avatar type animation,
That would be
whatever
cool.
they're doing. Next.
No, but like,
I do think High Republic.
I mean,
shows
Tucker, did
use
you
stuff.
see any of One Punch Man at all while Papa was watching it?
No.
Okay.
Well, like I've seen like small jobs.
Like, have you seen anywhere that like the animation is just like god tier and they're just like flowing and moving?
through the room, and I saw people
Yeah.
standing around talking.
I want like crazy like Demon Slayer movie level animation, but like in a Star Wars anime show. Imagine a lightsaber fight with like anime style animation.
We've seen
That would be the coolest thing ever.
like those like Disney, those little Disney.
Yeah, like those Disney
shorts.
shorts they did.
Those looked good.
Like imagine a whole show in that art style.
I think, yeah, I do think. I don't see. There's not. Oh, like there's story here. Like they got some good stuff going. There's a lot of good like ideas
Yeah.
and premises they're setting up.
Well, I think if they were gonna do an Old Republic show, I think, and this is just my brain wanting this.
live
and-
action.
No, not live action. Make it anime. Because if it's anime, it's just different enough that if you don't really want it to be canon, you can be like, shh, 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 and don't,
I think
you don't have to say anything.
With the Old Republic, they're gonna make it canon.
Yeah.
Like there's no reason not to.
That's such a cool. Like,
They really should not have gotten rid of the Old Republic to begin with.
They
There's,
never really did.
they just sort of,
they
well, no, they
never-
did.
They got rid of the game.
They
said
changed
the
it-
Games aren't.
No, they changed it a lot.
They
'cause
just decided to never start it.
Because they changed the prophecy of Darth Treya, which was a big reason for the Clone Wars happening, which I don't even know if you know what that is. Basically, a Mandalorian kills Darth Treya, she was this like dark side user who could wield 3 lightsabers at once with the Force.
Mhm.
And she used like the last of her life force to cast a curse on the Mandalorians that eventually your race would die out and they would be replaced by shells of men and shells of your armor. The clones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which. Yeah.
Yeah, which is kind of different now, but yeah, because
Yeah.
it was related to the Fett family, which is kind of sort of maybe still related to the Mandalorians.
No,
it's unclear.
Jango Fett was a Mandalorian. It was confirmed by the Mandalorian season 2.
Yeah, they've been really finicky about
Also,
that.
they did confirm that Boba Fett armor is just painted Jango Fett armor.
Yeah.
But anyway, Yeah, I do think this is probably not going to last that long, this show. We know this season's 16 episodes, which is about, what, like...
That's a long series for Disney Plus.
For one episode a week.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had any Disney Plus shows that have been 16 episodes, I don't think.
Our longest one was, I think...
Like 10 or 12?
10 or 12, I think.
Yeah.
12, no.
I think High School Musical was
how long was Clone Wars season 7?
No, actually...
12.
Yeah, Clone Wars 12. I know the longest show that ran weekly was Marvel Hero Project. I think it was like...
That's not a real show.
Which was a good...
I'm just saying in general for the service. So
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
So I think, like, what's that? Like 4 to 5 episodes a month? That's like...
That's not bad.
3 or 4 months?
That's a proper season of Clone Wars.
That's a proper season of, like...
Of Clone Wars, yeah.
So, and all the episodes are at 22 minutes. I do think at one point there was probably discussions of this just airing on normal TV.
Probably.
They were just like, Disney Plus.
But
yeah.
The people who are going to watch it are the older people who are watching Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I think the audience is older than...
Well, it's interesting, because Clone Wars aired during the school year.
Yeah.
Which is interesting
It
for a
normal,
children's show. Now,
it ran for a normal season.
Yeah, I would argue Clone Wars is not really a children's show if you actually watch the show.
Early on, it's more
I think early seasons 1, 2, and most of 3, I say easy kids show.
Goes, it gets more mature.
Once it gets past season 4, that's not a kids show
5,
anymore.
it gets kind of scary.
5, it gets scary.
Because it's growing up with its
Yeah.
audience.
Yeah.
And I think it is interesting that most of Bad Batch will be airing this summer, which means a lot more kids will be watching it. So... That's just an interesting thing.
I watch my tunes during the school year.
That's when.
Yeah, but we're old enough that we don't have bedtimes. So,
so I'm looking forward to see what they do with this. I always enjoy Star Wars animation stuff. I think it works a lot.
Yeah,
I think it works very well.
It gives them a lot more opportunity to tell much better stories.
They also do like way crazier worlds.
Yeah. I think you can also.
We see so much more in Clone Wars than we ever see in the movies.
Just watch Clone Wars in
like
that crazy environment.
That one planet where Ventress is a bounty hunter on that train, and there's like centipede bug ninjas. It's like, where was this? That's awesome. But yeah.
I'm really looking forward to this. I really like the setup it has. I'm really enjoying the fact that there's one voice actor voicing every.
Yeah, he's in the credits like 50 times.
No, but like.
And they all sound.
He deserves an Emmy.
He should get some sort of role.
Yeah.
I have all of the characters in this show.
Because like they all sound distinct.
You played twins. Yeah. I played 5 million different dudes.
And you can tell them apart. So, thank you.
I'll take all the Emmys, thanks. Yeah.
That's all we got for this.
How did it end? They escaped from the
they're
clones.
Going on their journeys. They're going on their ways with Omega and the squad.
I think it's kind of funny how Echo's like helmet, like it's got a big like gap in it for his like head thing.
You can tell that Tech was the first character they designed.
Yeah,
because he's way overly designed compared to everyone else. That's not important.
Yeah, because I mean, Wrecker is just like make him big.
Well, Wrecker
and Hunter's just
Echo,
like make him black and red.
Yeah, they just have like simple like text.
And like, Crosshair was clearly the one they designed last because he's just like give him a longer gun.
But like Tech's got like this weird helmet and these goggles. And his armor's white and red.
He's my least favorite.
He's kind of irritating.
I don't understand why there's Echo and Tech.
Yeah,
you don't need both.
Maybe one of them will
because all Echo does is
some stronger character stuff.
Yeah, because so far all he did was almost unlock a lock, but then he didn't even do it in Wrecker. By the way, just for context, those locks are like missile proof, and he just walked up and was like, "Boop!" Like it's a soda pop bottle.
They're like superheroes in Star Wars now.
Yeah. Star Wars is getting we got superheroes, we got time travel.
We got Jedi.
That's a recipe for stuff you don't want in a universe.
We got wizards.
We've always had wizards though.
Yeah.
I'm really scared that they ever mention the World Between Worlds again. Because if it was alright to bring Ahsoka back, but you do anything else with that and we're gonna have problems. Because what's it?
You remember how much work it took to get there?
the fanscription thing that they do on the channel. Awesome.
Yes, that channel that I don't care.
Yeah,
about.
he did one for like how if Finn was the main character of episodes 7, 8, and 9,
That would have been way better.
and he chose to end the movie with a battle for the world between worlds, between the First Order and the Resistance, and I was like, I'm kind of glad that they didn't do that, because the fewer people that know that exists in Star Wars, the better.
I feel like Star Wars so often results to just lazily going space magic whenever they write themselves into a bind.
Yeah.
I really hope they don't go space magic and also time travel.
Space magic, also space magic time travel. That's
Yeah.
how that works.
You can either go the Star Trek route or the Star Wars route. You don't want to mix them.
Yeah.
That's a recipe for
You
disaster.
can't have two write yourself out of any problem
Yeah.
devices. Gotta only got one of those.
Space magic's already a
Space
stretch.
magic's already kind of busted. Already a little OP.
Yeah. But thanks for listening to our podcast,
All right.
We do
everybody.
the podcast every week.
Every week. Without
Unless
fail.
we don't.
Unless we don't.
Usually we do.
All right, is that it?
That'll
Is
be
that
it
all right?
for-
That's it.
for us all.
Bye bye.